Perfect.
There we go. We're live. Hello, everyone. I'm here with Devin Tracy again.
So strange.
And we're going to do another hangout. I was just watching. I don't know if anybody's. I don't know if you have you seen it yet, Devin. Dave Rubin's. Hang on, let me just cut that for me. Hang on.
We'll start again. Just eject.
There we go. I did it. It almost does that. I was just watching Dave Rubin's interview with Tommy Robinson. Have you seen that yet?
I saw about 2 minutes of it. And I mean, I don't know. Tommy goes into his speech, and for me, it's interesting to hear how Dave is going to react to that and what is he going to say, because Dave has been slipping into some of his former regressive self at times. He brings on this Black Lives Matter chick and just shits the bed on a few topics.
I haven't seen that.
Oh yeah, he brought on this fucking terrible woman who, and he didn't offer any resistance. It was more just like hand her a microphone and let her spill her nonsense. But he's not a combative guy. That's not the format of the show.
Oh, is it this Ariva Martin?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
I only tend to tune in to Dave when it's subjects I want to talk. I mean, I like Tommy.
But he's putting together good content. I mean, he's the guests he have. Yeah. It's one after another. It's been good from start to finish.
Yeah, I mean, is he just? Do you think he's just allowing these people a platform?
I don't know, but that streak might come to a grinding halt when Lalo shows up.
Yeah.
No. Actually, when he goes on though, we got to send everybody over there. And
hell yeah, we've got to champion the guy. He's a friend of ours.
Yeah.
Why would we not do that?
A friend of ours. That sounds like the mafia. He's a friend of ours.
He's in the higher echelons of our group of friends. Let me see.
Yeah, you know what I should do? Go ahead.
Go on. No, you're right.
No, I'll cut you off.
No, you talk. By the way, your video last night, Devin, Yasmina's was fantastic. I know your audio was shit. That was the first video that, instead of just sharing it on Twitter, I shared it on my Facebook page.
Ooh,
which
the first time ever.
Yeah. Well, no, I've shared it. The Muslims react to Yasmina's ass. But then I linked the original video, of course, because it's still up on my channel. Which I don't know if you're aware of this, but some people have mirrored "fuck Muslim." What was the video called? Fuck Muslims. Whatever it was called.
Original name. Yeah.
I could probably bring it up, but somebody mirrored your video on their channel. It was a really small channel as well, and I can't remember who it was, but they got a strike for it for like inappropriate content. So it made me think. Yeah, it made me think maybe I should make that video private. But then I thought, fuck that.
What's crazy is that I had to blur out her nipples I did a little blur work because her nipples were basically popping out over top, and so I had to go in there and like touch it up a bit to make it YouTube friendly. Anyway, I just posted it up on my Vimeo account if anybody's interested. If you go to Scott Muller, Muller.
Who is that guy?
They closed my Vimeo. He's nobody. He's my alter ego. He's my German alter ego.
Scott Muller.
Yeah, Scott Muller. I couldn't do an umlaut because I don't have a German keyboard, but I guess I could have copied and pasted it. But I called it Yasmina stripping, I think, or Yasmina's strip, something like that. No, she's cool though. She's cool as hell, and I'm glad.
Yeah, she shared. Because I'm friends with her on Facebook as well, so she shared it on her page as well. So hopefully it'll get as many hits as the original, although I doubt it. I just don't think it will.
I think honestly it's the fuck Islam part, because sexuality wise, I don't think it violates anything. But when you talk about hate speech and you just say fuck a group of people, it's like kind of cut and dry. I mean, it's not hate speech and it's all rightful, but on a spectrum. But
it was called a message to all Muslims, is what it was called.
Yeah, there it is.
A message to all Muslims.
Very
not
inflammatory.
Fuck Muslims or fuck Islam or anything, yeah. Just one second.
Well, knowing Vadim Newquist, he would probably say that the title of this video was "Fuck Islam," but there was no Islam fucking in this video, so it's a we're gonna have to flag you for that. Clickbait.
So what have you been doing tonight, Devin?
Tonight,
I heard you had a date.
Yeah, night out on the town. Having a nice dinner, reconnecting. No, but I do have a glass of wine sitting in front of me. I'm very much like a soccer mom, housewife, and it's Sex in the City night. Yeah, white
It's a
wine.
shit.
In fact, white wine.
Faggot.
Well, I said, I know white wine really. There's no defense of it, especially if you have choices. But I'm limited right now.
Well, I remember the drinks you got in Vegas. You got that creamy fucking thing. Whatever
Yeah,
the hell that was.
Kahlua and cream. It's the way to go.
Blech. You weird, pal. You weird.
Yeah, I would get the Four Loko, but they just don't have it here.
Yeah, those locos, man. Holy shit. Rebecca wants to join. Just give me a second. She wants to give you a piece of her mind, Devin.
It's very weird talking to somebody, because yesterday I talked to nobody for an hour and a half, and I don't think I had like one pause. It's just like talking. Like, I'm surprised I didn't burn calories with that. So how does it work? I'm supposed to talk, and then I stop, and then you talk?
You mean with your Q&A, or?
No, yeah, just with like when you talk to other people. How does the dynamic work?
Usually you say something and then people respond, and then you respond back to them.
Okay. And then how do I know when you're done talking? Should we do like just say over, just say stop at the end of
it? Sure, pal. Whatever.
Do you realize that there's like more?
Yeah, go ahead.
No. I'm just saying there's more and more teenagers showing up in these hangouts.
Yeah, I would say that's a good thing. Yeah. Really. I mean, there's a lot of young people, that want to be involved in this kind of thing.
Why?
And I think that's great. I don't know. I just think it's good.
Well, the atheist dinosaur, he showed himself. So now I have a face to the dinosaur icon. So for me, he's like a real person now.
Yeah, Will needs to sort his audio out, though. He annoys me with his audio.
I think it's also he speaks very quietly. He speaks like he's...
Yeah, talking of shit audio, my wife's here, who's driving.
She's driving home.
No, she's driving away from home.
Did you say something?
Because I have a shit husband.
Fuck me. Straight out of the gate.
Wow, shots fired.
Yeah, man.
Domestic verbal violence.
Why am I a shit husband, baby?
Well, you're the one that just said I had bad audio.
Well, there's a lot of road noise. I can hear it.
Well, I do apologize for that. I promise not to stay on very long.
Well, that's okay. Just mute your mic in between. How's that?
Yes, that's what I'll do. Is I'll be paying attention to my phone to mute it every so often.
Yeah, don't concentrate.
As I'm driving down the road.
Yes.
Rebecca, what does it feel like to go from, within a span of a couple weeks, to go from being like, Anthony, what is this shit you're doing online, to being neck deep in it?
I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a bizarre and wondrous world.
It really is. It's very bizarre, especially, the people that you come in contact with. Yeah. I mean, Beth of all people, that chick is freaking nuts. Oh my
gosh. That is the tip of the iceberg, though, Bex, really.
She's prolific, too. Yeah, it's scary, but there's a lot of romance happening, like, online. Like, there are flying monkeys who are dating other flying monkeys. Like, it's bizarre.
I kept asking Anthony, I was like, what's this?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's all new to Bex. It's all really new. She's like, what the fuck is going on?
We got Loverboy from South Africa, Anthony, who's in the chat, who publicly declared his love for Catherine Lowe. He'll probably do it in the chat right now. Watch. He'll be like, I love Catherine.
Is this Anthony Avis Dubuisson?
Yeah, Dubuisson.
Dubuisson.
His original name was Poisson, but he wanted to change it because of the fish jokes.
We've got Cop in the chat as well. Cuffed Up's in there. Nick, you're welcome to come in as well, pal. That audio is terrible, mate.
Hey, Anthony, what did you were reading the chat and then you stopped reading the chat? That was weird.
Oh, what did it say after that? Bow chicka wow wow.
No, before that.
Oh, I have a lot going for me. That was easy.
In caps.
Yeah, just so I could see it.
That's the one thing I keep my caps under control. Like, I think I've learned well from the millennials. I don't use them.
I use them if I'm in a chat because it helps you get noticed.
Oh yeah, which reminds me. Apparently, they got another troll on trial coming up. Is that true?
Yeah, on Sunday, Troll on Trial 4.
But here's the thing: they're going to try to not talk about me.
Mm-mm.
Was I invited though?
I think it's an open invite as long as you follow the rules.
The rules?
If you follow the rules, then you can get in. Dude, I was reading that again today. I was reading. I flicked to his page when he said there was a special guest on there. And I was reading it. I was like, just reading his demands for people that are entering his Hangout.
Yeah, it's like a safe space. Literally, it's a safe space. It's like you play by our rules, or you get the hell out.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I'm desperate. I'm not desperate to know, but I don't know. Does he? His whole shtick with you, I guess, has died a death because he really peaked with his one video with you that got over 2,000 views, and then his second video's had like 250. So he's decreased by 100%.
If I did a video that got 2,000 views, I would hang myself in depression. Now, the thing is, though, they actually want that show to be like The Drunken Peasants. They're like, yeah, we'll just bring on people and we'll like roast them with our logic and our evidence and our fallacy watch, and they think they can like attract an audience.
Yeah, and nobody cares.
But that's what's amazing, dude. I was glancing over just numbers. Numbers can be brutal as F. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like the sub count of Josh's channels is pathetic. And he's trying. Like he's literally trying not.
Yeah, I mean, considering that he's had and he hasn't done YouTube for long, right? As he said, right? He hasn't done YouTube for long. Really I think he started his account April or something last year. And he had his one big hit where he got 10,000 views on it. So obviously he thought then, I'm on the right track here. I should carry on. And that first video he did, it wasn't bad. It was kind of, I couldn't understand why people liked it. I'm not saying I liked it, but I mean, I could see why people did of a certain age group. But he peaked. He just peaked too early. He's got nothing to back it up after that. And then his latest thing was the Don't Drink the Kool-Aid thing, part 1, which has died on part 1. There is no part 2.
Like, look, there are some people out there who are talented and have a voice, and they just don't have the exposure. But if they had eyeballs on it, it would be shared and it would be liked, and people would subscribe.
Yeah, people like Voltaire's Ghost.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how long he had his channel for, but I don't know how long he was stuck in obscurity of having less than 100 subs. But I like the fact that I, and obviously yourself, Devin, have the power to elevate these people. I fucking love that.
I want everybody to get my attention. That's your power.
I have the power to get your attention. Yeah, there you go. That's what it is.
But not for long, because actually there is like there's a law of, I don't know, ascending returns, I guess. Like, because you have like what, 1,700 subscribers now. So if you do a video about something, or mirror somebody's video or something, it could get to enough people to make an impact.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I just
like, I'm a small channel. I don't have a lot of people, but like when somebody's good, they're good, and it doesn't take much to see that.
Of course, and these things are open to public scrutiny. I mean, if you have a YouTube channel, anything you say, anything I say right now is up to scrutiny. If I say something stupid, like I'm a pedophile, right? You're going to get scrutinized for that. I'm not a pedophile. Just
if anybody, you brought it up. Now, if anybody, if anybody has a video that they want us to review, we'll do like an American Idol thing, and we'll be like, if it's good enough, send it my way, and we'll promote the hell out of it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, like I've always said, Devin, I'm sort of somewhat of a filter. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You're his bitch.
I'm his
bitch.
Just to say
I
that.
thought Josh was my bitch.
I'm not really Devin's bitch, but
well, here's the thing: if your video is pretty good,
no, honey,
okay,
you're not. I'm sorry.
We will tweet it out. That's like the minimal, like no risk to us. We're not putting our reputation on the line. If it's really good.
Hey Devin, why don't we do a no? We could do a Patreon account just for that.
Has anybody signed up for Oozaloo's Patreon just to make him say R words?
I checked it this morning. Now it was still at $13.49.
Oh man.
With two Patreons, one of them is hidden.
You know what's awesome? When you convert that to pounds, it's
about eight quid.
Do you think one of those Patreons is a small?
Oh, it has to be.
The question is it both? He might be like a I have two moms type of guy, because I'm not seeing any male influence here.
He definitely has a mummy. I've seen pictures of her, along with her dog.
Yeah.
Dylan Whoop.
Still moving. Becca, your audio is terrible, baby. I'm gonna eject you.
I'm leaving.
I
Fuck
love you, darling.
I love you. Bye.
Bye.
All right, see you later. Have fun wherever you're
Bye.
going. Where is she?
Yes.
She's
Brownwood.
she's going to Brownwood.
What's that?
Brownwood's a place. It's about 4 hours from here. It's near Dallas.
Oh, what's
It's
the point?
towards Dallas, so.
It is not near Dallas. It's about Central Texas.
Do you know somebody there? Or like, what's the? We getting
My
too personal?
grandmother's there, and my best
Okay.
friend is pretty close to there. So they've got 65 acres. We're gonna go just kind of mess around on.
Wow, you're on the open road.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And let the kids run wild.
Yeah. Like I said, while the cat's away, the rat's gonna play.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, you kind of know exactly what I'm doing right now. So
Yes, I do. I'm actually kind of jealous. This would have been fun.
I know, baby. You'll be there on the next one.
Yes. All right. I will see you guys later.
All right,
I'll
love you,
be
darling.
listening. I just won't be talking.
No worries. Drive safely.
Cool.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Who's that? Love you too.
That
Well,
was
to you,
fun.
Devin, not to Anthony.
That's what I was. I thought that might be the case. That was awkward. So awkward.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, darling.
Oh man, I'm having flashbacks from Vegas where he's talking to her every 5 minutes. And I love you. Yeah, I love you. How are the kids? Kids? Yeah, good. Love you.
I'm just, I'm a devoted dad. I don't know what to tell you. Grant.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello, pal. Devin, you still there?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We got Grant in the house.
Grant of the Skeptic Fence Show and my co-host.
Dude, look at this.
Your co-host?
A co-host of
Ah,
my
yeah.
co-host. I don't know, is that right?
Yeah, did you see that? That was a little power play he just did. Didn't he?
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
All right, another co-host. How's that? There's
He
only two
didn't-
of us, pal.
He didn't say my colleague. He said my co-host, as in I'm the host. He's my co-host.
I am not the host. Joe's
Okay,
the
if
host.
you heard a guy that worked for an airline say, this guy, he's my co-pilot, would you assume they're both co-pilots, or that one's the pilot and the other guy's the co-pilot?
Yeah, Grant, my what shall I call you? My friend. There we go.
Wow, elevated status of the relationship.
Yeah.
I feel
he's
special
in
now.
Well, quasi-friend, I guess, until I meet you in person.
Yeah, I think the word friend just like lost all meaning when the internet started.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I think
Unless
Facebook led
you
to
can
that.
meet somebody and piss in front of them, then you're not really the friend.
Yeah, until you know the sound that their urine makes when it splashes against
Yeah,
Vegas toilets.
exactly.
Yeah.
What state are you in, Grant? Are you in Texas?
No, Virginia.
Virginia. So are you Eastern time?
Yes.
Eastern time. Okay.
Mhm.
Just checking. All right.
Cool. What's new in your world? What's happening?
Nothing new here, really.
Really?
Just same old.
Grinding.
Is that
Just
Yeah. Bring something new, pal. Bring something new to the party. I'm
Well-
trying to invite people in.
Anthony likes to multitask a lot. I was watching the Democratic debate a little bit.
I thought you
Yeah.
hated politics.
Yeah, but it follows me, man. This is what's on. It swamps my Twitter feed. And the most ridiculous conversation I've ever heard. And I was like face-palming the entire time. We have Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, and they were arguing over who is more progressive. And I was like, holy shit, this is terrible. Like, God, why is that the determining factor of like what's good about the Democratic Party? We could be more progressive? Ugh.
I think that's what the millennial generation's looking for, is that special word.
Yeah, it's like a buzzword.
Yeah.
It's like Democrat means nothing to them. Liberal means nothing to them. They're like, be progressive or nothing.
When I was listening to Tommy Robinson, one thing I found really interesting about that, I know I'm diverting away from American politics because it really doesn't interest me. It should, I guess, interest me more, but they all just seem like idiots to me. And I know you're going to vote for Hillary, Devon, but I mean, I don't. If I was due to vote, or sorry, if I could vote, I'm not entirely sure who I would vote for, and I really don't think it would be her. But it wouldn't be Bernie either. I would be tempted to go Republican.
Holy shit!
I
That
mean,
is a bombshell.
not really. I mean,
who?
just on.
Vote Republican.
Well, who I don't know.
Look at this. Texas has got its claws in you, man.
No,
This
it's
guy
not.
was You disagree with those people on everything.
Well, I do like. Well,
is anybody close to Odessa that can do an intervention tonight?
Come round, pal. I'll be
come with a battering ram. He doesn't have a gun.
Fact, no, I don't. No, I don't have a gun because Rebecca's taking it with her. So she's got the gun with her. So I'm unarmed right now.
Yeah, home invasion time, people.
Yeah,
it's time to lock and load.
Come on. No, I don't know. It just seems like Hillary's so off, or the Democrat side of it seems to be so off on Islam. And to me, that is a major thing for me.
Yeah, but it's
lived in Bradford for so long and seeing what it's like and everything. It is.
It's pathetic and disastrous, their stance on Islam. But I mean, if you look at it, America and Islam, it's not as big of a problem as it is in other countries. Like,
not yet.
Yeah, but it would be worse.
I mean,
if you were like in England or Germany or Sweden, and you were wrong on Islam, it's like it's a much bigger country to be wrong on that topic. And it's aggravating. I mean, I don't like it.
So I see this question a lot in YouTube comments on your videos. Like, people can't understand why you're going to vote for Hillary and why you wouldn't vote. And I'm not saying, I'm not advocating voting for Trump or anything like that, but why wouldn't you vote for Trump? Because people are saying that Trump's seat would appear to align with more issues that you're concerned with. That's what I see.
I know.
I mean, I'm not saying I agree.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, like I'm always talking about Chinese currency and the Mexicans coming. Now, he doesn't align with me at all. But yeah, on the topic of Islam, he's aware that Islam and jihadists are a threat. I mean, I think Hillary and Bernie are aware of that too. It's just what they do immediately after acknowledging that, which is embarrassing. But no, I mean, I would rather, shave my eyebrows off and slit my wrists than vote for Trump. I mean, it's not happening. So people say, I love though that people go, Devin, why would you vote for Hillary? And it's never like you should vote for X. There is no knight in shining armor who's going to come save the day and be like this ideal candidate.
Of course, but it does surprise me somewhat that you would vote for Hillary. I don't know, and I'm only saying that because she does seem like a regressive, and I guess they all do to a degree.
And that's why I say it's the lesser of three evils. She is in many ways regressive, and yet.
So where is Trump regressive? Just so I know.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call Trump progressive. I'd call him Donald Trump. I mean, what more? I don't need to come up with any derogatory terms. I mean, he's Donald Trump, for God's sake.
Well, of course, I don't think he should be president by any means. But what
be
policies?
Anything.
Of course not. Other than his own
policy-wise, well, first of all, this is like working backwards. I mean, what is he qualified to lead, or what? Why would
his own company, I guess. He's obviously good. Well, he's obviously good in business. Obviously good in business.
He's obviously hired people who are good in business. He started with a fortune. You realize, if you own tens of millions of dollars and you cannot earn money off of that, you're a complete idiot. I mean, this is not like he should get credit for inventing the wheel.
Yeah, I mean, I am very much green about this subject. I mean, American politics to me is something that, I really don't care that much about. To some degree, like you, I know it bores you and everything like that. And they're all fucking idiots. I mean, I do understand that.
Yeah, the problem is politics is just, it's there, it exists. It's you got to address it at some point, and it's just bad ideas. It's just voting for somebody with bad ideas. And me going after the Young Turks is me going after the regressive movement in America. That's just a movement which I want to squash and stamp out of existence. And just and let their ideas speak for themselves. It's just that these people think that they are high and mighty, and they think they've got, I don't know, this is their moment of history to shine, and we're going to solve it all, and we're going to do it. Progress.
Immediately in the chat, I can see, Devin, you're wrong. Devin, you're wrong.
Where?
People seem to like.
Who said that?
He was quick to turn his head. Where?
Hold on.
Ryan Borgman said, Devin, you are wrong.
He just said, Devin, you're wrong? Oh, fuck you.
So we've got Ross. Ross, the absolute fucking genius that made that video.
Man, he was inspired.
Hey, please tell me about the game, Ross.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm on a non-disclosure agreement after that beta.
Konami, or is it Microsoft?
Yeah,
Who is it?
It's a major publisher. That's about all we can say.
He's got some Silicon Valley money thrown his way. He's
Yeah, they saw a little bit of the play test and they realized just what they were onto. So
Is that really, Ross? Is that really a playable game?
Well, it is what it is, and so what
explain
it
this
is.
for everybody. Start from the beginning. People don't know what we're talking
So
about.
in the beginning, a Japanese company made a program called RPG Maker XP, and that's what Tom was going to be making his Heroes of Everforge in. And I've seen it before, and that's why, like, the database thing. Anybody that's messed with that knows exactly what, like, the database, because everything's in the database, all the pictures and scripts and everything. So I basically just went and grabbed it and then slapped together, like, 2 levels and put some abilities in, and then you saw kind of the result.
Okay, but wait, who is Tom Gebbett as far as you're concerned? Like, how do you wrap that guy up?
Oh, God. He just a laughing stock. I mean, that's the only way to put it. He's just this barrel of silly shit that every now and then you crack the top off of if you want to kind of see what's going on in there.
We're talking about like a twink 23-year-old virgin-esque guy that lives with his mother.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah, who has a pet project called Heroes of Everforge, which is a game he wants to make but never did. I mean, how far along?
Apparently, it was ready to come out. He was going to have it ready by summer of 2009. And let me tell you, this wait has been hard on all of us.
Oh, God.
Just a little bit overdue.
Yeah, it's going to be grand, though. It's when it finally hits, I'm telling you, they're going to shut the WoW servers down and everything.
Oh my God!
The WoW servers.
I heard Peter Jackson was thinking trilogy, or have you guys been in negotiations?
Yeah. Well, what's really funny when I first started looking for this, and I'll get into how I found it, but when I first started looking at it, I noticed that actually the second blog post in his little development site is actually unveiling the sequel, which is Uzulu's Exodus. So there's actually a sequel already announced.
Oh my God!
So yeah, he's going big.
How do you do that? How do you announce a sequel to a book or a game you've never created?
Right.
What is that?
There's so much content there that he knew right away that this would have to be broken up.
Oh, by the way, speaking of sequels, I was watching trailers tonight. A lot of really bad movies coming out, but there was one which I was like, wait a minute, is this Harry Potter? It looks like Harry Potter. And apparently there's a new movie from J.K. Rowling about like something about beasts, or I don't know, but it's in the same world as Harry Potter, but it's a new story. So it could be total crap, but man, it's crazy the number of sequels coming out now. Zoolander 2. Have you guys seen Zoolander 1? I mean, there's like a 20-year gap between 1 and 2.
It's amazing if they can cast the same people.
Yeah, exactly.
It's almost like creativity has gone to die.
It really is bad, man. You should see the romance ones coming out. Like, I'm not kidding you. The trailer's 2 minutes. It's the entire movie. Every plot point, from beginning, middle, end, like boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy gets girl, kiss at the end. The whole thing. Like, I don't know who is watching that trailer and going, you know what? I want to see that exact same thing just stretched out for a couple hours.
Yeah, this is me right here. This is.
You're the target.
Drag the girl in, sit down at the theater, watch the same shit over again. Perfect.
Man.
No, I would never do that.
Women, the female demographic for movie trailers is really shameful. You guys should go check it out. Go to apple.com/trailers, and they're all there.
What's it called?
Apple.com.
No. The trailer. What was it?
They make phones.
Very funny. Thanks, Ross.
Yeah.
No. What was the movie called? I'm sorry, I missed it.
The J.K. Rowling movie. I think it's called Beasts. I don't know. I'm too lazy to Google.
Oh, yeah, it was the book that she'd written as well, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I know which one you mean. But there's been all that hoo-ha about the play of her Harry Potter thing, where they've made Hermione black. Yeah. There's a load of shit about that. And I mean, who cares about that? Whether she wants to be black or white, who cares?
Yeah, let's ask Ross. Ross is a computer guy, but he seems to always avoid the topic of race. Ross, what's your thoughts on race?
Always avoiding. I think I've been pretty clear. My standard salutation is white power. I try to take the piss out of anything racial, basically, all the time. My children do respond to the title nigger.
Wow. Is that their official name, or is just a
No, it's not
nickname?
on the birth certificate or anything, but
It was
they
implied.
yeah, they
Um,
understand it enough that they'll also call me a nigger if I'm being a nigger. I mean, it's important that they get the definitions right.
and how old are they?
7 and 4.
You said it unsure.
Yeah, time starts
Keep,
flying. You probably
keeps
know as
changing.
much as I
Yeah.
do.
How old are you,
Yeah,
Ross?
it's a moving target. 32.
Oh,
Okay.
so rude.
Really? Not
No,
rude.
we could have. Well, I mean, we could have implied. I mean, if he's got a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old, he's educated, which means he was in no hurry, which means he wasn't doing it in his early 20s. It had to be
Yeah.
what, mid 20s.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yep.
He
Yeah,
fell in love. It was probably the college girlfriend, correct?
High school, very close. High school girlfriend,
Wow,
married
nice.
before the children.
What region are we talking about?
Outside of Portland.
Nice. Oh,
We've talked before. I'm
you're
Ross
Ross.
40 Guns. Come on.
You're Ross. Suddenly the penny drops.
Well, the thing is, Ross. Now I know who you are. You're from the
Yeah.
Kurt Cobain hangout.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just I've never seen your face, so it's hard. It's hard for me.
Oh, sure.
I don't have a lot of
I can
RAM
fix
on
that.
my
I think-
system.
Here, let's see if that works.
Older people
That work?
don't.
Do you have a face? Are you gonna do a face
Maybe I
reveal?
have a face. Do I have a face?
You do have a face.
Okay, there we go.
Hold on. Oh, hold on.
Damn.
Hold
Look
up.
at this guy.
Love it.
That's a quality face right there.
Huh?
It
Yeah,
is.
You know,
it's all right.
you know what it looks like?
It's done me okay.
My first impression was like the guy from Breaking Bad.
Which
Jesse.
one? Jesse?
But then I
Yeah.
thought you look like the better-looking brother of the Godless Engineer.
I'll take it.
So I'm stuck in here with 3 bald guys?
Yes.
That's what it's about, man.
Damn.
Bald for the win, man. Shave your hair off.
And I loving the headphones, man. That's looking
Yeah,
straight
these
out
things
of
are
like.
thick, right?
I think the guys from Return of the Jedi were wearing that when they were blowing up the Death Star.
Yeah, I might have overbought a little bit. I'm
Pull
a bit of an
up.
audiophile, so I wanted to get some Plantronics ones, and these just kind of worked out. You notice the mic is halfway decent, so
Oh, dude, I
I'm
know
happy
that
with they're giant.
you must have talked shit to some Koreans playing Call of Duty on those.
No Call of Duty, but I have gone into the League of Legends and dealt with trolls in there. No voice chat. though.
Why are Koreans the greatest video game players ever to exist?
Hand to eye coordination.
Yeah,
It's all
I think
that-
it's
all-
because it's all they
Rubik's Cube.
get.
The
Like
Rubik's
if they do
Cube.
poorly, don't they just get shot or like slaughtered or something?
No, I think you're talking about Colombia. Do you remember when
That must be it. Yeah.
the World Cup that one of their guys scored a goal on his own team, and he got gunned down by machine guns the next week?
Yeah.
Anybody remember that? Yeah, it was crazy. Fucking Colombians. Fucking Lalo.
Lalo's in Panama right now, if anybody's interested. He DM'd me from Panama.
Yeah, and
So,
Panama is
on his
actually
way to LA.
Panama is a gorgeous city. Panama City. It's like these big, tall buildings right on this river. It's kind of like an up and coming city. It's like growing super fast. It's like a hub of travel because everybody going from the north to the south, they stop in Panama, and Panama always has these smoking hot women that compete in Miss Universe. Not that that's important, but it totally is. I think the women of Venezuela, I think, are the most beautiful. Like 'cause they win Miss Universe pretty much every year. Does anybody else notice that?
They do tend to have some nice looking women for sure.
Can you imagine
But
Miss
you've travelled
UK?
a lot more, haven't you? You've travelled, yeah, Miss UK. Fuck me. My name's Tracy. I'm from Scunthorpe.
You know that was really harsh. When I started asking some guy from England, I was like, "What is West or Southwest England known for? What is my home, country known for? Devonshire." And they're like, "It's known for its disgusting women." I'm like, "Oh, great."
Not really. No, it's known for cream
Yeah,
and milk.
yeah, that's our
and,
cows.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but if I said there's a girl, and you're like, "Okay, what part of England is she from?" And I said Devonshire.
Right, you know what I would imagine?
What?
Blonde-haired, kind of daughter of a farmer,
Okay.
buxom but cute, and all that kind of shit.
Buxom means she's buxom everywhere. Her stomach.
No,
is
that just
buxom.
means. Hang on, let me mute my mic. So I got a phone call. Excuse me.
Bounce. Oh, the Ross face experiment is over. That was quick.
Yeah, I was switching over to some coffee here. As much fun as it must be to watch me sip on coffee and fuck with my microphone.
Man, I can't believe it. So
Although I'll show you, we got the mug there.
Slavery gets shit done. That's awesome. But wait a minute. I always talk about the pyramids and say they were built by slaves, and then people are like, no, sir, you're incorrect. They were hired craftsmen who built the pyramids.
Right?
Is that true?
I'm sure they were. Let's go with that.
Like, how certain can we be on any of that stuff? Like, they're like, yeah, we found a portion of a chisel, and so therefore we shall assume the following.
Yeah.
I think people are doing a lot of guesswork. I don't know,
absolutely, absolutely. Although you're the historian now.
Yeah,
you should be telling us. You should just be saying what happened. That's how history works.
The thing is, I was partying and going to sporting events. I mean, history was just something to do, to appease my society, And plus, you cannot go through every history. It's like, if your goal is to learn the history of every nation and every group of people, good luck with that. You're going to get a little bit on every topic and basically learn nothing.
Sure.
Do you guys have any impulse to want to go to Egypt ever?
Never.
I don't think so, no.
Especially after...
I've said this before, but people in England used to go to Egypt all the time. I'm sure they still do.
Yeah.
I've never, ever wanted to go there. When I was young, my parents wanted to go to Tunisia. And it just seemed like the beaches look nice. But the people there just look... Yeah, Tunisia has nice beaches.
Yeah,
that's why people get shot.
That was a bloodbath.
It was, yeah. But it wasn't back in the 70s, which is when my parents wanted to take me there. And people need to understand this. It's not... This is a very late phenomenon that these are not places you want to go anymore.
Spell that.
What? Phenomenon?
M at the end.
Phenomenon.
Okay.
What are the odds that Josh could spell that?
1 out of 10.
Okay,
He's probably doing it right now.
Oh, no way.
How many? Here's the better question. How many dashes is in the word phenomenon?
No. So between every single syllable.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pamphlet.
Yeah, Egypt lost all of its magic for me when I saw Carl Pilkington go there, and to show you like what it's actually like. Don't look at the pamphlets. I mean, you got to just see. That's the thing. Tourism gets screwed, man, because they used to be able to portray it as a certain thing, like come to Hawaii, and here's a beautiful woman alone on a beach, and then you see you go on YouTube and you're like, oh god, it's a bunch of dudes up on meth, and it's like Dog the Bounty Hunter running around, and it's like tourist trap, and it's not what it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, it's and that's I don't know. I never ever wanted to go to a third world country for my vacation.
Yeah, I think there are two kinds of people in the world. Some people like the whole third world experience, and they like just taking that picture next to that starving African kid, just to get that cred, just to be like, look at the fucked up situation I'm in. It's super dusty, or it's it's like I'm in a rainforest. But that loses its charm pretty quick.
Yeah, and it's all supposed to be shit over there, unless you like. I don't know. My ex-wife's mother used to like to go to Turkey to barter for rugs and stuff like that. She used to love
rugs.
Yeah, but she used to love that. She used to love arguing with these people.
Wow.
Because they love to argue. They love to barter for a sale.
Yeah, that seems depressing.
Specifically for that. Yeah, of course.
Hey, Grant, is Virginia technically a third world country, or is it still not considered?
It's still classified as a territory.
A territory? Man. What does that mean?
Well, there's different regional words to describe. Well, how deep south is Virginia? Like, how much of a cliche is it?
Not really. I would say it's the halfway point between New York and Florida. So you pretty much got a mix of everything. And I'm only maybe 2.5, 3 hours outside of D.C.
Okay, but there's still a bunch of cowboy music on the radio.
Oh yeah. There's 3 country stations and maybe 1 modern rock, 1 pop station. Yeah. And
so, where do you get your Taylor Swift fix?
I don't. Not at all. I don't. I know it doesn't sound like it, but I can't stand country music.
Yeah, I fucking hate country music. I don't like
it actually makes me furious, angry.
Yeah, I'm just annoyed at the repetition of the themes and the melodies and just the look, the clothing, just good lord.
There's no originality. Everybody's doing something that the last guy did a month ago.
I remember my wife.
Well, sure. You're taking 10 songs and you're spreading it across a genre.
Yeah.
My wife used to say to me that if you like country, then and she doesn't really like country either, but she said all country music is based on like 3 different things, and I can't remember 2 of them.
It's like your lady, your dog, and your truck.
Dogs. That's it, exactly. You got it. Completely, yeah. It's like your dog's died, your wife's left you, or your girlfriend's left you, or your truck's broken down, and that's it.
It just advocates cousin fucking. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
By the way, I saw a movie trailer tonight where that was the theme. It was cousin sex. And I was like, good lord, who would go out to this movie? Like, it's not a family affair. I mean, why would you do that?
Listen to country music.
Now, I think there's dogs being tortured in the background.
Yeah, it's my... Hold on.
Okay. Sorry, I muted Izzy because I thought it was her. Izzy,
Grant,
unmute yourself.
Do you run a puppy mill? Or
it's for like clothing and stuff like that.
No, I have 3 Chihuahuas.
Wow. So they're not even real dogs.
Really?
No,
wait, you're a metalhead.
Yeah, I know. Well, I didn't.
Like a pit bull.
I didn't acquire these dogs.
Hold on. Explain this to me, Grant. You are an ex-military metalhead, and you own 3 Chihuahuas.
These dogs are my old lady's dogs.
There it is.
The only thing I keep after is my fish.
Okay.
So Izzy, Devin, Izzy is in the chat.
Hi.
No, that's a sock account. That's not the real Izzy.
No, that's Izzy.
Hello.
Is that a recent picture?
How was Spain, Izzy?
It was alright, actually. Yeah, everything's okay.
Was the funeral alright?
Yeah, it was fine.
It was alright. It's about as good as it can get, really.
Yeah. What do you want me to say?
Wait a minute. This is news. This is news to me. What happened?
My granddad died.
Lord. And
look at laughing. That's what my wife would do. Yeah, my granddad died.
That's terrible. I've actually seen people do that where you'll go into your office and be like, my cat died, and everybody's just, for some reason, they want to laugh. It's like...
It's that nervous thing that people don't know how to react.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to bring the stream down if that's what I'm doing.
You could get no lower. Well, no, I could make it lower, but I won't.
Please don't.
We're all going to swap death stories now. Yeah, it sucks.
Yes. So, Izzy, how are you, honey?
I'm great, thank you. It's quite late.
And you enjoyed Spain?
Yeah, it was nice. I caught up with a bunch of family, obviously, so it was nice to see everyone.
Nice.
Huh. So can you explain your icon to me? Like, why did you do this? You cut yourself out and you put yourself in a background. What is the background?
Oh, it's just something off Google Images. My room was really messy, and no one needs to see that. That's the backstory.
Okay.
How interesting.
That's modern day cleaning right there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice. And now, Anthony, could you analyze her accent for us?
She's from the south.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I would probably say north of London.
Wow. Specific.
But not much. I don't know. Izzy, correct me if I'm wrong.
Reading.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Winners.
I'm not going to completely dox myself, but you're wrong.
Are you north or south of London?
South.
South London. So you're from Brighton.
Wimbledon.
No.
Wimbledon.
Portsmouth.
You just naming all the English counties and towns you know.
Dover.
Well, I can tell one thing, Izzy. You ain't from Yorkshire.
No, I'm not.
No, God forbid.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, she's obviously from the south. She's
Okay.
obviously comes from a decent background.
King's Landing.
King's Lynn.
Is that a real?
I don't even know where that is.
King's Lynn, Devon.
Oh, King's Lynn.
No, King's Landing, I say.
King's Landing?
You're not even up to date with your Game of Thrones?
No, sorry, I don't watch Game of Thrones.
Oh.
No.
What?
I don't get time, man. The fuck?
But I'm not paying for that.
Yeah, of course you have to pay for that in England.
You pay for Game of Thrones?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but not if you are a hacker. I mean, just go. There's a stream of it. It's the most downloaded thing on the internet.
Yeah, but you have to start from the beginning, and I don't know where to start from the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. And I haven't seen any of them. So I don't have the time to then get into it and have it consume my life.
First of all, every British actor that has ever been an actor is in that series.
I know.
So you need to do it just to support the troops.
You know, I should. Yeah, you're right.
You're a man. Good Lord, you're a man. We insist. Me and everybody else. By the way, did a boy band guy just show up here?
You did, yeah.
Yes, I'm here, fellas.
Hi, Joe.
Hello. How's everybody?
Look at that.
How's everybody doing? All right.
Doing good.
Dude, it's the skeptic fence is invaded.
Yes, we have.
Gingerly skeptic fence.
Anthony's so unprofessional.
Yeah, no, he knew there's a UPS delivery. Something's happening. Or it could be that home invasion. I told somebody to engage. Just lucky. So, Izzy, tell us about the controversy and how have you been recovering from the stress and trauma of it all?
Oh, well, obviously, Gate. Oh, that was great. The edits, everything, it was brilliant.
Oh my God! Now you intentionally made it worse than it was by saying "thank you?" ? You could have just let it slide, but you decided to grill him.
I know. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Well, I've analyzed the footage many times, and I really do think it had to do with the timing of it. It was the amount of time he lingered watching your picture and then commenting.
I was really laughing. Yeah, it was just perfect accident, and I'm glad it happened.
Well, I think it's natural, though. Like, if somebody shows you a picture of themselves, the first thing you're going to do is just react and be like, oh, you look like X.
It's just
and it just, Are we still going on with this?
No, we just started.
Oh. Can I just give a quick message out to my wife when I was listening? UPS just arrived.
Yeah.
Also, he likes me. That's the other message.
Well, no, the thing is, Izzy, I'd seen you sort of floating around the comment section for quite a while. And then I mean, to me, it's always interesting when you get that person in. Like Ross, for instance. I've seen Ross floating around for a while. Then Ross comes in and then you get to talk to him and he's like, that guy's like nothing like I imagined. Or Izzy's like nothing like I imagined or whatever.
Who did you imagine me as?
I imagined you obviously to be a little bit older because it always surprises me to know that really young people are on like YouTube and commenting on stuff. And, I don't know. It just always seems a little bit weird to me.
Yeah, and honestly, like it's also the female aspect. Like talking to a female online is like so rare. I mean, seriously, it was just flooded with dudes. It's just the whole thing is a sausage fest. Is it true?
Well, for me, I don't know. No one's been creepy to me yet except Anthony. So.
Okay, so Izzy, what is life like online for a 14-year-old girl? Like, where do you go? What websites are you going to? Do you Facebook? Do you Instagram? Like, what's happening?
I used to have Instagram, but I deleted it. I used to have all the social medias, but eventually, like, kind of the creeps get to you, so you just kind of quit.
Is that what happened?
Do you get a lot of creeps?
Yeah.
Because they know you're female.
Everyone does.
So what is a creep experience like? Like, they'll message you or just leave little comments, and you're just like, ugh.
Well, yeah, it's usually just ignore it, obviously, because that's what you're supposed to do. But they don't understand that you don't want to talk to them, that they just don't get it. So they'll persist, and eventually when tons of people are persisting, then you just kind of quit. Multiple accounts are a thing as well. If you block one account, they'll start another.
Is this on what, YouTube or Instagram or?
Generally any image-based website, so Instagram, Snapchat, etc.
Oh, wow.
So it's borderline obsession, and you're trying to like steer clear of these people.
Yeah, but it's not obsession. It's just like it's just me. It's obsession with the female gender they seem to have.
Right. So it's guys ruining everything, yet again.
Yep, 100%. Oh man.
God, let's turn this into just a feminist hangout, please. Fuck man.
I can get some more women in, pal. Dan is there, pal. Dan wants to say hello to you, probably.
Okay. Dan is a hot woman.
Hey guys, how you guys doing?
Hey Dan.
Nice.
Hey.
Dan needs to copyright. He is the one and only Mexican atheist in the history of time.
Yes, I am.
The biggest brown bean we know.
Yeah. How you doing, Rue?
I'm doing great, man. How was your burrito today? Was it carne asada or did you go with the chicken?
Screw you, man. Screw you.
Comes out firing. What's new in the world of Dan?
Nothing much. Just at home, chilling.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dan, we're talking to a 14-year-old girl. When was the last time you did that?
Oh God.
No, I'm not gonna answer that.
No, I take the fifth.
No,
My
I don't.
PO might be listening, so let's move on.
I don't talk to teenage girls. That's a
Stranger
rule.
danger, Dan. That's a good policy.
No, they're jailbait, and I don't do jailbait.
Oh God.
There's the Dan we know and love. See, Dan and I represent Los Angeles, so everything Dan says, I take it to heart, and I worry about how people are going to perceive Los Angeles based on the things Dan says.
It's all right, city. It's a big. What's up?
But Dan comes from East LA, and I come from West LA.
Yeah.
Different part.
Yeah. So, Izzy, you're the stalker for Isaac?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, how did that get going? Somebody explain that to me.
Yeah.
Well, it was in a stream. It was Anthony was interviewing Isaac, I think. It was around Christmas.
We were talking about the weather.
Of course. And I commented saying Isaac sounded really intelligent or something like that. And then Natalie in the chat, who's my adoptive mother, she I don't know, we made some form of sex joke and it just kind of spiraled into what it is today.
I see. So it is a joke or is it real?
It's a joke. It's a joke. He knows it's a joke. We've spoken, etc. So it's chill. But it's a running joke.
Have you ever seen a picture of Isaac?
Yes.
Who sent that to you?
Isaac.
What? Hold on. So you guys are exchanging pics?
Yeah.
No.
This is a face pic?
Yeah. Oh God, what else would it be? Stop.
Well, I'm curious. I don't know what pics are being
No.
sent.
I asked him what he looked like, and he sent me a picture. This was when we had cake a while back.
But do you realize you could blackmail him now because he's wanted dead by several thousand people online?
I mean, I have his Facebook.
Yeah.
If I wanted to blackmail the guy by now, I would have done it.
Oh wow, you have his Facebook. Do you marvel at how flat his nose is?
Of course.
Yeah, it's a wide nose. It's like Mike Tyson wide. I mean, it is.
So
You're not going to
cool.
break that nose with a punch.
No.
Yeah, I was disappointed because I was all geared up for like a big Jew nose, but like his nose is just like it's like a lunar module landing, like just like wide base.
Oh, you're so mean, Devin.
I love him.
Is Joe there? Live life?
Yeah, what's up, Dan?
I love your show, man. I love how you sided with the Rue. I love it.
Yeah, well,
I hope I can be on your show in one day.
I'll bring you on the after show one time, man. No doubt. Yeah.
one day, does
Yeah.
that mean tomorrow or just someday?
Someday.
I'll get them on, man.
Not tomorrow because I have to do an assignment.
Well, we don't have a show tomorrow. It's every other week, so we have one next week. And then
Yeah,
27th,
maybe next
I think.
week. It's cool if it's
Absolutely. Yeah. hit me
Yeah.
up.
Look at that.
It'll be
A fan. He's connecting with a real life host of a real life show.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, right? Oh.
Dude, and now I know, Joe, why you have that pop filter. I got a new mic and I was just like popping the hell out of it like for an entire hour.
Yeah, I know. I listened to the beginning of your video. You're like, yeah, man, got a new microphone, but I don't have the screen like Steve Shive does because I could do. You're like speaking, it's all popping and shit, dude. I'm like, oh, it's too funny.
It was terrible.
They do work wonders, though, man. Trust me.
Do they really? It actually works because it.
Oh yeah, it definitely works.
Yeah,
Well,
they work
listen
really
to me now. You ready? That's with the screen. Now without the screen, it's like. It's like it really interrupts, like muffles your words.
You
Now we got-
you can also get there's the flat ones which you see all the time, but then there's also just like really simple ones like this. Turn my camera on here. Just simple little.
Yeah, the
Oh.
filters that go over top.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can just
right.
slide those right over an existing deal.
Yeah,
They're
they
pretty
do the
nice.
same thing.
Little mic condom.
Exactly.
There you go. Grant was on board with that. Leica has joined the Hangout. She is.
Like,
Hi, Leica.
Hi.
Hey, Leica.
Can you hear me properly? Because I'm having some problems on this end.
That was English for the people at home.
Sorry, I'm not feeling too good. But, yeah,
Is that
I haven't been in
is that a
Hangout,
recent
so-
pic of you? Or?
Uh,
Yeah, Leica's back, man. She's been missing in action.
I know,
Where
it's
have
been
you
a
been?
while. I forgot how to do Hangout, so I just came in and didn't have my microphone plugged in, didn't have my headphones plugged on. Dickhead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, cool. Welcome. Happy to have you.
Just miss you guys.
What is new in your world?
England's going crazy with like the amount of shit that's going on with Muslims.
What's the latest Muslim shit happening?
Members of Parliament we found out that the men who are Muslim have been trying to stop female Muslims from getting into Parliament.
It's so crazy, man. Like, I saw a story today where it was like Muslim young boy beheads some guy on like video, and I like glance over that headline and I'm like, check my email.
It was for being an apostate, I think.
Yeah. Well,
I saw on Twitter.
So let me ask Izzy, are you an atheist?
I am. Of course I am, and I'm anti-theist as well.
Wow, you took the extra step. When did you decide all this? When you were young?
No, well, I was raised in Spain, so I was raised Catholic, obviously. But it was kind of when we moved back to England when I was about 8 or 9 that I started questioning it all.
And so the parents were on board with the whole indoctrination thing?
Well, I was baptized for whatever reason. I think it was more of my mum's doing than my father's. He doesn't support religion, etc. So I guess with my mum's influence, that was decided.
And when you say he doesn't support it, does he believe in it, or he's just not?
He's not religious. He thinks religion's dumb, basically. I'm not sure whether he identifies as an anti-theist, but he's not with the whole religion thing.
Mm-hmm. And do you have a lot of Muslims in your area?
I mean, there's not many around my age, but what you'll see is a spike, as in a kind of like my year and older, there aren't many per classroom, etc. But with the younger years coming in, you'll see there's a higher percentage of them are Muslim.
Yeah, but don't you go to like a posh school where only the rich kids go?
Oh, no, I go to a state school where everyone can go.
Can we hear your Cockney accent?
No. I'm dreadful at accents.
Oh, are you really? You're speaking in one right now.
Smart ass. Yeah. But yeah, that's basically it for me. And then I think I watched the Young Turks for a while, then I watched your video on the Young Turks, and then that's when I subscribed to you. And then I found the rest of these guys.
So, like, you lost your belief in religion almost right after you lost your belief in Santa Claus.
Yeah, I think, yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, especially when you have a parent who's, like, actively trying to make you not do that.
I mean, she's the type of person that believed in ghosts and shit, so...
And do you talk to her about this, like, at the dinner table, or is it, like, a no-no topic now?
I used to, but my parents have split since, so I don't have any contact with her. But I didn't agree with her on a lot of things, so it meant nothing to me.
How did Lucky get in the chat?
You sent me the link, you did.
What the fuck? How you doing, biatch?
I'm good, cunt. How you doing?
Yeah, I love. No, I put the chat link in the flying. What's it called? Our DM chat.
Flying Junkies.
Flying Junkies. Yeah, this is where we carry out all maneuvers that people don't know about.
Strategizing.
Yeah. Danny, you breathing down the microphone there?
Okay, hold on. I'll mute myself. Hold on. Sorry.
Anthony.
Yes.
Holy Cow Pig sent me a message on Twitter asking you to re-follow him.
Re-follow him. Yeah, I think this guy is from Scotland. I'm not entirely sure. I think he's from Scotland.
I think we have some info on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you? I
can't quite make my mind about him. I don't know. He seems alright. I don't know. I get these sort of tingly feelings about certain people. I'm like, I'm not too sure about that guy.
Where's the tingle?
Yeah, I was one of them.
It's in the bottom of my tinter.
What's a tinter?
It's like a tent.
What?
It's the bit.
Oh, I see.
It's not your body. You tint your balls and you tint your arsehole. It's a tinter.
Can you show me like on a doll or something?
I'll show you on the dolly later. Well, yes.
Creepy uncle, Andy.
Creepy uncle.
Oh.
Yeah, so you pick up vibes. I actually do the same thing, but I associate it with their icon. So like, because I glance over a lot of comments and just like Twitter stuff, and like if I see a picture, I associate feelings and I like slap them on the picture. So if it's like Pavlov's dogs. If I see that picture, I'm like,
Izzy,
the
you
feelings
breathing
come.
heavy. Izzy,
Sorry?
you're breathing heavy. I don't know why.
Oh, sorry, I was moving now.
I'm sorry. I'm such a fucking audio Nazi.
You are,
Yeah,
considering your wife had the worst audio I've ever heard.
Well, she was driving, honey. I mean, that's not really her fault. You know.
I know.
She's
You two are
alright.
cute.
Yeah, my wife is awesome, just for the record. She started to get hate directed at her as well, which is interesting.
Yeah, Anthony, let me ask you a question. Is it weird to have like a public marriage now? Like we know her name. We hear you guys talk. I mean, you guys do hangouts.
Well, I mean, the hangouts that we do, you know, when we interact with each other, that's just how we interact with anyway. So it's not like we're trying to put on anything. And I was thinking about this, about the whole YouTube sort of popularity thing. And most YouTubers want to get subscribers, right? This is just a plain fact. People want, if they have a YouTube channel, they want more subscribers. So if you have a YouTube channel with 10 subscribers and you host a hangout, you're not going to have anybody watching it, right? And I've done it. I was there back in August or whatever, where I hosted the hangout with Devon. And we had like, I don't know how many people we had. It wasn't many. It wasn't many. And, you know, you get more subscribers, and then when you host a hangout, you get more viewers and all the rest of it. It doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't mean anything at all. But you do get then, but with what you end up getting, excuse me, is people's emotions thrown at you then. People then get emotional about it. And it's very strange. I find it all very odd and very interesting.
I think people cannot distinguish between like a public person and a private person. They think like, oh, you're on videos, you're on YouTube, therefore you're just like, you know, Taylor Swift or Joe
I know
Rogan.
you now. Yeah, and I want to get to know you. I want to ask you questions. I want to know your opinion on things. I want to call you a cunt. I want to call you the names under the sun. And that's fine. I don't mind any of that. You know?
But there's a blurring of those lines because I will reply to somebody on Twitter and they'll be like, oh my God, this guy replied to me. I'm like, yeah, of course I replied to you. You sent me a tweet. It's like, well, why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Because I guess, I don't know, when I didn't, not got on YouTube, but started watching YouTube a lot, which is, you know, maybe 2 years ago. You get to know these, or you feel that you get to know these certain personalities, like Sargon or Logic or I'm a Skeptic or whatever, or you know the Amazing Atheist or whatever, and you do feel like in some way that you have a connection with them, even though they don't know you, but you feel like you know them.
I feel like I have a connection with them and that I'm superior to them.
No, you're quite different as well because you
are very much so different. Yeah, because you do interact. Yeah.
I get involved.
Yeah, but you enjoy it, Devin. You enjoy the discourse. You enjoy the strangeness and beauty of human beings, basically.
Yeah, I remember doing my first hangout, and it was just like a total.
I listened to it at the start of it the other day. It was such an abortion.
It was an experiment, and it was like, why would I even do this? Like, what am I expecting to get from this? And that's what led me down the path to talking about horsecock in public. But
yeah,
like,
if you're not doing this with a big smile on your face, then you're not doing it right, basically.
Yeah, I guess it's like life. You got to take the good with the bad, but there's a lot of bad. There's a lot of negativity and haters.
Hell yeah!
I mean, they shut down Izzy's Instagram for God's sake. They wouldn't let the girl go.
Oh, I missed that. Sorry.
Yeah, she was doing like, what were you doing? Like taking pics of food and stuff?
Oh God, no! People who take pictures of their food. I might love you, but please, can you stop? I don't care what you're eating. Oh, some people, but I don't talk to those people.
I know.
They take pictures of their food.
How popular were you at your height of Instagram fame?
I think I had 650-ish followers.
Christ, that's a lot.
Is that a lot on Instagram?
Dude, that's like Joshua Banco levels.
Yeah, well, considering I'm just like a normal person, not some celebrity or whatever. There's a big divide between like who's at the top and who's at the bottom. So.
Yeah, who are the like? How many followers do like the popular?
Who's big on Instagram? Yeah, who's big on Instagram?
It's just literally celebrities like Taylor Swift, Justin Bieber, etc.
What about that Kardashian girl, like the younger?
Oh, what? Kim, Kendall, Chloe.
Oh yeah, you know them all. The younger Kendall.
all three of them. I don't know. They're all famous.
Damn, that's bad. It's poison, man. It's not good to be popular.
Yeah, I've never ever had an Instagram account. I mean, it's not necessarily poisonous to be popular. And I'm not saying I'm popular by any means, and I know why I have gained some popularity.
I wouldn't let you say you're popular if you tried.
Exactly, right? You'd keep me in my place. But the only reason why I've got no, but the only reason. I'm sorry, go ahead.
How many subs have you got now?
1,700 and some.
Oh, come on, you've got count to the exact number. We know you.
Right. He likes to pretend like he doesn't know the exact number.
Well, I'm doing a Hangout right now. I haven't actually looked.
Yeah,
it's over 1,700.
I'll check for you.
I think he writes it on his hand every day.
I've got to be honest. I do check. I do find it fascinating.
He has 1,000. Oh, sorry. He has 1,736.
Wow.
That's how many subscribers you've got, Anthony.
So, okay, Anthony, let's put this on the record. How many subs would it take before you said, you know what, that's an achievement. I need to give myself a round of applause for that.
Good question, yeah.
I wouldn't.
Will you change the world at 50,000 subs?
No, because if I get 50,000 subs, there's something wrong with the world. I'm not stupid, you know what I mean?
You should start stocking up on water and batteries and look for the zombies.
I mean, fuck. I mean, a lot of this is entirely ridiculous, right? Because we're dealing with the general public in the whole world, right, when it comes to YouTube. Not just in England or whatever, right? So, like Devin said to me, it's just cats walking on keyboards. These are just people that are hitting the sub button. They're never going to watch your stuff. Blah, 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 blah. But strangely enough, Devin, I do have a story for you about that. I was at work today, and I was stood near the door with my employees, and they were saying, "Oh, this young girl said, well, I've always been an atheist." Like, the subject of religion came up, and she said, "Oh, well, I've always been an atheist." And her boyfriend's there, and he says, "Well, yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I'm sort of sitting on the fence and stuff." I said, "Well, maybe you should sub to this channel." So I got them both to sub to your main channel and Tracy Remix, because the girl really liked music videos, and they were just blown away immediately. Like, people are unaware of this stuff.
Oh no, the Young Turks, in one of their videos, I managed to convince 2 people in the chat to watch your videos. Obviously, they didn't get back to me because I never saw them again. But
right, Izzy, and it does leak into the real world. I mean, this isn't the real world, right? This is just having a phone call, as far as I'm concerned, right? A mass conference call or whatever. But it does leak into the real world. People are atheists, or they're not entirely sure if they believe or not, and all that kind of thing. And I know people like myself and Devin and others are not that bothered about whether people are atheists or not. But others. Fucking cunt. Speaking of, all right, I'll stop talking. Abby, Ghost of Day in Person, isn't here.
Can you hear me?
We got a face reveal on Joe, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Joe. Hi, Abby.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Awesome.
So this is Ghost of Day in Person. If you don't subscribe to a channel, you need to do, because she does some really good stuff.
She's passionate.
She is very passionate. Yes, she's very passionate. Very anti-Islam. So, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I didn't even realize my camera was on.
Oh, well, there you go. Hopefully you got some clothes on.
Yeah, I have clothes on.
Good.
I think I want to turn it off though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Whenever you feel bad about camera, just imagine the struggle that I had to go through.
What is
That
it?
was, oh god, last stream was dreadful. Don't watch it.
Oh no.
Don't. Oh, it's just my camera wouldn't work and I didn't know what I was doing. And then you saw a lovely shot of my kitchen, and then Anthony complimented me. That was basically the
nice
ranker.
kitchen.
Oh no! Oh no!
Identify with the story like that.
I have a lot going for me. Don't try to talk it down.
Yeah. So Abby, do you know what Obviously Gate is all about?
Obviously Gate. No, I'm new to Obviously Gate.
Devin, explain that one, seeing as you fucking made it up.
Yes.
Oh, is that like...
Yes.
It's out of my hands, man. I just pushed the snowball on top of the
Oh,
mountain.
look. What a cunt.
It was just a lovely moment shared between 2 people of wildly different generations.
Did you say I just pushed the snowball?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I hate you. Fucking twats. Yeah, so I will give you the brief synopsis of this, Abby.
Yes.
I was in a Hangout the other day, earlier this week, and Devin was in there and a few others, and Izzy was in there, this young girl here.
I was in there.
Hey, nice to meet you.
I was watching.
Hi.
Yeah, you were watching. Yeah, no, sorry, Devon wasn't in it, but he was watching it. Obviously, stalking me. And Izzy came in. Now, I'd seen Izzy in YouTube comments and stuff like that, right? And she comes into my Hangout, and she sounds very eloquent and very English. And I was somewhat like taken aback by the fact that she was English and well spoken. And I said, well, you've obviously got a lot going for you, right?
No,
he did. From there. But having said that, though, my wife was
revisionist. This is revisionist history, right? Oh, shit.
The day it went like that is the day hell freezes over. No. Okay.
This could be like a study in revisionist history. Right?
Let's hear from the victim. Let's hear from the victim.
It's a brief synopsis.
Oh, very brief.
All right, Izzy, what's your take on it then?
Well,
I'm hovering over the eject button, by the way.
Oh, no, don't you dare. No, I couldn't get my camera up when I did. Anthony almost creepishly said, you obviously have a lot going for you. And I said, thank you, ? And that became obviously gay, 2016.
Yeah, because my wife was sat next to me and she went, Anthony, can you just shut up now because you're making an ass of yourself? Right? And just basically just ripping me apart in front of at least 5 people. And
it was beautiful.
Just went from there. But the thing is, Devon then created memes. And,
they're great.
Yeah,
the things Devon made were great. One of them is my Twitter banner.
Izzy, you want to see the things I see on direct message?
I want to see the things you see on direct message.
You got to get into that direct message chat we got going. That's where all the edgy stuff gets put out.
Oh, yeah.
Anthony, add me now. Anthony, add me out. Thank you.
Yeah.
Does that mean that we have to go PG in the messages?
Exactly right, and that's the thing.
No, but you know what?
I added Rebecca to that chat, and now I have to stop talking about all kinds of stuff.
I think I can take it. Don't worry.
Well, I'll let somebody else make that decision, Izzy, because it's not.
Yeah, Anthony, what is this?
Oh God, you're such a protective parent. Jesus.
This is like parent. When the guys have night, they don't bring the wives and girlfriends, man.
Exactly right.
You're breaking the rule.
I know. I'm sorry. I should have invited Rebecca. Hey, Evan, do you know who wants to come in?
Yeah.
Broadsword.
Oh man, he usually comes in at the end, and we give him like 30 seconds.
Who's Broadsword?
Who's that?
I thought you said Road Sword.
No, let's talk Tabby for a little bit because we've not talked to you.
Yeah, just real quick. Broadsword is a guy that looks like he comes from the show The Vikings. He's a guy that has wielded a broadsword many times in his life.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of the most husky gentlemen I've ever encountered.
Oh, the guy with the big beard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a beard that puts Tom Gebbets to shame. One of those.
Oh, and Devin, you know that Maverick Media guy?
Yes.
That other Scottish guy? He, when you got banned off Twitter, and then there were immediately like 2 or 3 accounts popped up that weren't you.
Yes.
Right? Well, Maverick Media got sent some information about Tom Gebbett, probably just like his real name or where he lived or something like that. He then posted it on DM to somebody he thought was you.
Oh wow!
Right, and then obviously it wasn't you. And then that person said, "Well, I'm going to get the police involved and blah 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 blah." So he shut down his Twitter account.
What?
Yeah, seriously, yeah. But he's back up now. He's back
ridiculous.
Up. Under his real name. Who's breathing heavy? Izzy, stop breathing.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not breathing.
The green bar never lies.
I can see it.
But the thing is, here's my policy on tweens and teens and teeny boppers and all those people. I view them as midgets, like mental midgets and not fully formed humans, and I don't punch down to them. So I'm not going to change how I talk or what I talk about.
Right.
Thank you for not punching down, Devon.
Exactly. I view you as my equal.
Always
how tall are you?
down.
So Izzy, I mean, as a 14-year-old, right, and you're listening to Devon's videos, I mean, what I'm interested to know what your thoughts are as an English person as well, as a very young English person.
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, you're watching his videos and you like his content. I mean, what do you like about it?
Well, he counters the points well. He refers to information, which is something progressives can't seem to do. And I don't know, it's just overall an interesting experience in the same way other content creators in this community do the same.
So who else do you like?
Basically everyone, like on Twitter, there's kind of the suggested Just everyone there. I'm not going to list everyone, but Voltaire's Ghost is amazing, who I discovered recently.
Yeah, he was. Dan, mute your mic, pal. Voltaire's awesome. Jacob.
Oh my gosh, Voltaire's Ghost.
Go ahead, Abby.
Oh, I was just chiming in.
She was just crying in ecstasy.
Great reviews for Voltaire's Ghost.
Yeah, Voltaire's Ghost is fantastic. I'm almost tempted to call him a Jew or an honorary Jew. He's just that good. He really is that good.
He really is.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's pretty good? Did you say he's pretty good?
Pretty good, yeah.
Who said he's just pretty good?
He's very good, Joe.
I've only watched a couple of videos. I got to go through them all.
Well, yeah, you have a full-time job just like me, pal. So I understand.
Exactly, it's hard.
The thing about what happened with him is we lit a fire under his ass, and he's got all these thousands of subscribers now who are just staring at him, going, "Dude, make videos. We like you. Yeah. We've given consent. We want to waste our lives watching your content. So make something."
Hey guys, I'm gonna leave, but before I go, I'm glad that I was part of this chat.
You're welcome,
Dan. I'm glad you're part of my life.
Yeah, you too, man. I'm glad. We'll talk some other time.
Take care, Dan.
In and out for life.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Dan.
Bye. In and out for life.
See ya.
Dude,
White power.
Dan, oh Jesus, had to drop a white power at the end. Dan treats his Hangout visits like he does his eating schedule. It's just in and out, man, all the time. Just boom, in, and then quick out. Love it.
He just likes to be in, and I like Dan. He was supposed to meet up with you when I was in Vegas, but it never happened. I was in LA.
Yeah, in LA.
Yeah.
It'll happen. It's my destiny.
Well, I asked you last night, didn't I, if you were going to come to Vegas for the new McGregor fight. Like, if I'm getting enough money together, maybe.
It's possible. I mean, all things are possible. Anthony's looking for a second date, and I'm trying to drop a subtle hint.
Yeah, whatever. I'll have the wife with me, though. So when I DM'd you about that, what was your response, Devin, when I said that?
And what did I just say? You invite her to the chat room, you invite her to the Hangouts. I'm talking about no wives or girlfriends at the poker table. And you're like, I'm bringing her to Vegas, which is the cardinal sin of all cards.
But what did you say when I said that she'll be coming to Vegas?
I said probably something sexual. What did I say?
It was something to do with cuckolding.
Crass.
It was on those lines, I think. Yeah, it was very crass. Yeah, it was.
I'm sorry. I apologize. But we have so many ladies in the room tonight. Let's not be crass, please.
Yes. So, Abby.
It's fine. Yes.
Yes. Hello, darling. We haven't spoken to you for a while.
I know. It's been way too long.
I saw the comment on one of my YouTube videos, and you said that you'd love to be in a Hangout again.
Yeah. No, I'm glad I'm
here. Which I was pleased about. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to?
Oh, I've been just busy, doing a lot of work. I sort of got promoted at my job, so I have like a weird schedule.
You sort of got promoted.
What,
do you work in a coffee shop or?
No, I work at a co-op, but it's not. It's I started off doing grocery, and then now I'm an assistant buyer for the the health and wellness section. So it's a lot of right. And it's a lot of tedious stuff, but at least before I was working all these night shifts and I kind of didn't have time for anything, but the hours are a little bit more human now, so
so what's going on with your YouTube channel? And if anybody doesn't subscribe,
it's been sort of taking a back seat. I've been working on my paintings any chance I can get. Usually right when I come home.
I like that sequence. Abby, talk about your YouTube channel. Pimp that out. I don't really care about it anymore.
I do care about it. I just, it's hard to juggle everything.
Yeah. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and refresh the page every month or so.
Right.
There may not be something there.
Sorry, every
month.
I have an idea for a video that it was an idea that just sort of came up and I forgot about it, and then I started thinking about it again because I was watching Abby Martin's Empire Files, and oh my god, it was just, where do you begin? And I had this kind of I don't know what made me think of it, but I thought of maybe emulating her character in this weird character and have her communicate with Noam Chomsky telepathically, and like whenever she wanted to like get in contact with him, she'd say Martian phone Noam, but I don't know how to make it work, and I haven't thought of like what to put in the script. I just have that idea.
I saw that on a YouTube comment, I think.
Yeah, it was on. I talked about it briefly in the comment section with Voltaire's Ghost.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Well, if you do that,
I mean,
make sure that
he's clueless.
Make sure that you do 10-second cutaways to yourself, and where you're looking very serious and like sort of angry and like and you're gritting your teeth. You're just like, God.
Yeah, like if anybody like had like I've just been sort of thinking about that and just not doing anything about it for the longest time. So
you probably think about it too much.
Welcome any suggestions, or like if somebody has like a, you know, if you think about it, I would love to collaborate with someone on it if I ever wind up working with that. So I don't know. I think it'd be funny.
I could probably hook you with Jacob.
Oh, look at him pimping. He's a YouTube pimp.
I have these powers.
Who is more of a journalist, Anna Kasparian or Abby Martin?
Abby Martin. Definitely.
She's a journalist?
Well, I mean, she seems more legit than Anna.
Yeah, pretty much everybody is.
Well, yeah. I think she does have more legitimate like qualifications.
And she is. I mean, she is in some. You know, she's clearly. I don't know. She seems fairly intelligent. You know, like she's knowledgeable. She has a lot of. You know, she just doesn't know what to do with that knowledge. She just has stupid views, but she's intelligent.
Yeah.
Not on this
I'm
one.
not sure if I can co-sign on that.
Yeah, not me either.
I don't know. She speaks well. I mean, she's like, when she starts going on something, she'll keep, you know, she's able to hold up a monologue. I mean, she can keep going.
I'll grant you that she can
She's a good
talk.
speaker. She's a good speaker.
Yeah, she's a good speaker.
I have a sick, sour flavor in my mouth right now. Like, I can't get rid of it. Let me get some water here. Hold on.
Maybe it's all that.
A 6-hour flavor. I've never heard that expression before.
Sick sour.
Oh, a 6 sour, not a 6 hour.
I thought you said 6 hour too.
Because I kind of understood that.
I think we were sort of like praising Abby Martin inadvertently, so that maybe gave you that bad taste in your mouth.
It's rough, man. But I did reach out to Anna Kasparian today. I sent her a Valentine's Day note. So I think.
Oh my God, I saw that.
Seriously?
Is it
That was brilliant.
Yeah. People say I'm an asshole. It's like, what the hell?
I retweeted it. I thought it was great.
What did it say? I didn't see that.
It was a heart made of olives.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
For the olive lady, truly.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
She's a
I
beautiful
thought
woman.
I'd miss Valentine's Day then, but no, it's fine.
Was that not Leica? Are you still there?
Yeah.
Leica's still there? Jesus. Are you falling asleep, honey?
Do you want me to go?
No. I'm just.
No, we love you.
I've forgotten that you were there.
You're forgettable.
Just sitting quietly like a mouse. That's not
really,
Leica.
I'm really tired.
Anthony is a bully of a Hangout host, isn't he?
It's coming up to midnight.
Yeah, she's waiting for her time to peep in. She's like, maybe I can insert a little comment here. She says something, and Anthony's like, oh, you're still here? What the fuck?
As if Leica's like that. We both know, Devin, that Leica isn't like that.
I know.
She's a strong, hard woman.
She's one of the old guard, man. She's like...
Fuck yeah, man. I don't go up against this woman, ever. She's like a young person's my wife. Don't fuck around with her, because she will kill you.
Sorry.
Potential, yeah. Very true.
I'm now scared of Leica.
No, you got no.
She's gonna hurt me.
No, on DM, and this is the great thing, if you ever join the Flying Junkies DM, you'll get to see Leica's tits.
What?
What?
Not really.
What?
No, she.
I don't know what you're talking about, Andy.
I have no idea, no. No, she. It was a doctored picture of Leica wearing some sexy underwear. But you get to see these things once you're in the higher echelons of the Flying Monkeys.
How can I get to the top, Anthony?
Get older. for a start.
Oh, nice. Life is only 15.
Don't be 14 is a good start.
I'm 20.
Is that the one rule?
Well, no, because you I don't know. Like Devin said, we'd have to police the language completely. What's up, Abby?
The screen went really weird.
Well, we can still hear you.
Okay. It's
you're
strange
good.
because all I can see on the screen is like the squares and then like the little green bar just for my. It's weird. I can't even explain it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird.
You're such a hippie. Joe, tell me what the reaction to the Skeptic Fence show has been like.
It's been really positive with newer subscribers.
Don't lie.
No, it has been. But with the older, I guess the original demographic of the show, before we made the change, that's a little different story now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, if you read some of the comments on the 4 or 5 videos. Joe, do you not release the entire show on YouTube? I know you've released it.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to do them later on tonight, the other 3 topics. I'm going to get that going. And then it's on iTunes. It's been on iTunes the day after the full show, which we get a lot of hits on iTunes. So I didn't read any. I haven't checked that for comments. So I got to check that for comments.
Joe is so smooth, man. He's a politician. You should be the press secretary for the White House, man.
Yeah, it's been nice.
And they're like, excuse me, Joe, how did the Bay of Pigs go today? Yeah. So,
let me think about this.
It had its good moments and its bad moments.
Dude, it's honesty, man.
I just see
Gotta be
Joe.
honest.
I don't see anybody else. I just see like a big square with Joe. And that's
Joe is all you need to
please
see.
take that square down. You don't want to see this.
I don't understand. It's silly. It's just too silly.
I think that the Skeptic Fence is. You haven't taken too big of a hit for losing Coctopus and Autopsy.
No, we haven't. And what's been really cool is like some of our, I guess, the demographic before we made the change. I mean, like there's people that are starting to think about, I guess, our positions on some of the topics we have been covering lately. So especially when it comes to Islam, which is pretty cool. A lot of people didn't like the one about TYT, which was the first topic. I forget what that topic was about, but
the Oregon.
Yeah, the Oregon one. So a lot of people didn't like that one. So
we had more dislikes than likes.
Yeah, so I mean, like,
really?
Yeah.
Well, the reason being is who promoted it? Somebody promoted it, and that's it was the Drunken Peasants had it on, I think, on.
Oh, right.
Well, they didn't promote it. It was straight after Clam.
I think
it was straight after Clamgate.
That video had like a good point. There was nothing wrong with that video. It was actually like accurate. I don't get why they would still vote it down, even though you're right.
Well, it's just that mentality that we have out there, the regressive mentality that they all for what it is.
The people that think it's white terrorism.
Yeah, I mean, don't you see the like this fucking what's that guy, Devin? That you're.
Yeah, I don't even know his name. Handjob.
Yeah, him, right? So that is promoting anybody. Like if you talk about the Drunken Peasants, they'll have upwards of 5,000 live people watching, right? 5,000 people watching it live, and then once it goes on YouTube, they'll get 100,000 hits, right?
I'm not trying to be funny here. I've never come across a Drunken Peasant fan who I thought of as like a legitimate human being.
Yeah,
that's very true.
I'm not kidding.
That's absolutely true. No, you're absolutely right, Devin.
Like they're all clinical. They're all certifiable. Like for one thing or another, they all dabble with lightsabers. Put it that way.
Yeah, I can imagine what their type of fan is, and I know I'm generalizing to a massive degree here. But they're obviously within a demographic of between Izzy's age up to maybe 30 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit older, depending on how lame that person is. But upwards of 30 years old. If you're 35 and listening to the Drunken Peasants every week, you have problems.
Yeah. I would love to interview that guy. Like if you laugh at
I want to know who
voice,
that is.
What? Yeah, what's happening to you? And look at the face reveal on Grant. Man, he is the dark Sith Lord.
I know, really, right? Dude, he is.
Christ. At any moment, there's going to be a dual lightsaber just popping out. Look at me. I make fun of lightsaber people, and then I like basically out myself as being one.
Yeah.
Star Wars geek.
Somebody make that meme now, or mem. I'm sorry.
Faux pas.
Hey guys, I'm going to
Fox paw. Okay.
What did you say?
Okay. Well. Say what?
What did Anthony? Oh, he's muting. Okay.
I think he said he's letting his wife back in. Or...
Yeah, I saw her in the chat, so I think she's doing something.
Wow, that could be bad news, actually. She's come back. Oh, no.
You know what's really silly? I was referring to myself as a flying ghost monkey, but then I realized that the acronym would be FGM.
Oh, nice.
So I had to stop.
Big flying monkey ghost. That's still
flying monkey ghost.
It's still those 3 letters are a bad idea.
Yeah, I know. And I was typing it out one day. I was like, oh no, okay, that has to stop right now.
Yeah. But the FGM, I mean, it's that mutilation is kind of a rough word. But do the MRAs try to claim that circumcision is mutilation too?
It is technically mutilation.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, but mutilation sounds like something like a psychopath would do to his victim.
Yeah.
That's not what's going on downstairs with me.
They don't have a choice in it. To be honest. Imagine if you didn't want your dick cut, and someone did it without your permission.
Yeah, I think their argument is basically that you should have been a little older and then decided you didn't like the bizarro fucking elephant trunk sticking out of your groin.
There's an American talking. That is an American, a true blood. I love that. Ross has no foreskin, just within miles of his crotch.
Exactly. I don't allow them. Yeah. If somebody came to my door and wanted to be let in, I'd ask about the foreskin first if I had any doubts.
I'd bring it up shockingly early in conversations. You'd be surprised.
Like, before you sit down, I need to know. Because that couch does not have uncircumcised penis ever on it. No, it's not going to start.
Getting to know you, exactly.
My screen's back to normal. That's good.
Yeah, welcome.
Yay.
That was bizarre.
So, Izzy, are you ever going to have like a one-on-one conversation with Isaac? Is he going to interview you?
I doubt it. I have nothing intelligent to say.
Wow, that's shockingly honest. Why would you say that? It's way too self-deprecating.
Yeah.
It's the British way, I suppose. I don't know what I could possibly bring to the table, to be honest. That's the blunt truth of it.
Anthony says you speak with eloquence and have a nice accent.
Just because I sound fancy doesn't mean what I'm saying is of any importance.
Nah, it's 95% presentation. Trust me.
Exactly. It's like Yuzulu, whatever his name is. He tries putting on that nice accent. It's grating, to say the least. But
yeah. So why is it that you can say R's and you can't? Yeah.
Pardon?
Wascally wabbit.
Yeah, somehow you have mastered the R, the riddle of the R.
Yes. Logical Liberal hasn't made a video in a week. I'm scared. Has he died?
No, I heard from him this morning.
Oh.
What did he say?
Sorry?
What did he say?
He was just moaning about Luke, Black Kryptonite Luke.
Okay, yeah, my boy. I think what's happened with all of the people that hate me and support TJ is they're in shock and they're going through the stages of grief after TJ sided with me yet again in front of hundreds of thousands of people. So they're not at acceptance yet. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing a lot of denial happening.
No, see, it's like his last video was TJ, you're wrong, and then he hasn't produced one in a week. It's quite obvious he's having a mental breakdown.
He was furious
been silent on everything. Twitter, they're not even tweeting that much. They've gone back to playing around with Christians.
Well, they're crawling back into their hole.
Yeah, and they're trying to let's talk about other stuff. And then you look at the other stuff they talk about, and it's like, oh, I knew it. You guys have nothing to say. Right? That's why I didn't care about you in the first place, because you're worthless.
I am going to be there at the Troll on Trial 4 just to troll the chat.
Really? Oh, okay.
Not a chance in hell that I would ever go in that. I'll just do it for people. But those kind of people will think, because I am in the chat having a laugh. Like Devin will join it. I know he will.
Oh, I will too.
And we just go in there just to derail the chat. Because as soon as we didn't get in there, right? It's like, oh my God, Devin's in the chat. Oh, Skullduggery's there as well. That's all they talk about for 5 minutes.
But I came in and insulted some of the people, and everyone who was actually in the live stream was atting me, saying, "Oh, come in, defend your position." What do I need to defend to you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's ludicrous.
Izzy gets it. Izzy is an embryo, and she understands this. I mean, like, why do we value if they agree with us or not?
Yeah.
So, like,
Sorry.
let's establish the foundation of what we're talking about. I don't care. My default position is I don't care about you or what you think. They have to prove to me that I should care about them and what they think.
You're a stranger to me. Why do I need to defend anything I do to an absolute stranger? Not only that, a stranger, that's wrong.
Yeah, and here's one, like, maybe loophole with that. Let's say there was a stranger who had a large following. Like TJ, the Amazing Atheist. Like, if you could convince this guy that you're right on a certain topic and, like, make him change his mind, that might give, I don't know, validity, not validity, but it could support your position and have other people come to it and get to hear your ideas. But these people are unpopular. They're nobodies.
Exactly.
In public and in private.
Yeah, they don't exactly add to the critical mass when they're...
Yeah, I mean, I've been DMing TJ Kirk, right? And I've been trying to get him into... Well, no, you know this, Devin, right?
Oh, okay.
I know you're going, ooh, and he's trying to add it for effect, right? Ooh.
Name drop. Okay.
Right, but, so I've been DMing TJ to try and get him into a hangout with just basically him and Devin, right? And I'll host it on, like, a neutral channel or whatever. And I've, like, cut and pasted the DM chat to Devin. It never responds. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about this. Why do I want to talk to this high school dropout? Just like he said on his videos. Just because he has 700,000 whatever subscribers, people must understand Devin has no interest in talking to him. As much
How old is TJ, by the way?
He's in his early 30s, I think.
30.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was, like, just out of high school.
No.
Hold on. Let me laugh about that for a second.
Oh, jeez.
That's amazing. TJ's been doing this since he was like a big, fat, chubby kid. Now he's just a big,
He's
fat...
still a
older
big,
kid.
fat, chubby...
Yeah. He's a Wookiee.
The only thing that's changed really is his, I don't know, he sounds a little less awkward. You know, like when he first started, he was just, you know, like a rambly guy with a camera, but like he's sort of more, you know, got his routine going. So it's not as, he doesn't sound as new, as you know, as much of a novice at it, but he hasn't changed much.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's obviously very comfortable in front of the camera.
TJ's not like a bad guy. He's a pleasant, affable guy.
Yeah.
It's just that it gets a little bit weird when you're like, and he has 1 million subs, and then you're like, wait, why? Wait, why exactly? I mean, but he's a guy you'd hang out with. But honestly, he is a very weird fellow.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not your average guy.
Yeah, which is probably somewhat to do with why he's so popular on YouTube, because he was doing it at a time when nobody was. And he felt you know, so he did cut that kind of niche. No,
talk like
He's a geek that's got on camera, and then a lot of other geeks have saw him and thought that he's good, and I want to be that type. He's a geek that's made it.
No.
So he's like a superhero to them.
Yeah, there is that now. I mean, when I say now, I mean over the last couple of, maybe 2 or 3 years. But prior to that, YouTube was really nothing as a platform. I mean, when he was doing his atheism channel alongside with Brett Keane, nobody was really watching it, right? I mean, you know, they had a hardcore following of atheists in America that wanted to talk about Christianity.
Yeah, that was longer than 2 or 3 years ago.
Well, yes,
that was like 06 to 08. 09.
Yeah, which is what I'm saying. I mean, you know what Leica's saying there. You know, she's sort of known him for the last 3 years or so. But I know this guy's been going on a lot longer than that. But when he first started, even the first few years, YouTube was not a big platform, and
oh no,
I'm sure he wasn't getting 500,000 hits on his video or 1 million hits or whatever.
Yeah, no, definitely
back then, like 3,000 subscribers was like a big friggin' deal. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. This is what we're witnessing: is the meek inheriting the earth. It's the geek, actually. It's the nerd. It's the outcast. It's the fat guy. Have you guys seen the YouTuber who's like this gamer nerd who's like super fat, like really fat? And he's got but he's got like millions of subscribers.
Is that the guy that goes crazy all the time?
Yeah, he puts on a character and like pretends to be like this mega
Boogie to
exactly
something, yeah.
And he did something about fat shaming in response to that whole episode that happened, and he usually tears up and he's like, being fat is this whole thing. And there are people out there that just relate to that. They're like, oh my god, I am that guy.
But I think he has a medical disorder.
He's the one
That's what
Yeah,
every
called
fat
being
person
fat.
says.
I don't know much about the guy. Shall I Google him? I'll Google it.
Yeah, I
Carry
mean,
on.
he's actually a pretty bright guy, and he's just an unabashed gamer lover.
Well,
Which
this is the thing with with any bigger YouTube channel, right? And I know you don't have per se a massive YouTube channel, Devin, but you know you will be eventually because it's just going to happen.
Well, once I can get to that mythical 50,000 mark,
you get I think at 100,000 you get a plaque.
From who?
From YouTube.
What do I do with it?
Hangout.
Put it on your wall.
Yeah.
I think it's
Brag about
100,000.
it.
Do you get one at 50,000?
No,
You
it's
have to
100,000.
break over Josh's head.
Break it over his big snout.
Damn.
Yeah, I think the first one is 100,000 and then a
Yeah,
million.
it's
I honestly,
100,000. Yeah.
I want to get every Flying Monkey member with a YouTube channel over Josh's sub count, just as a matter of principle.
I mean, the thing is, he has practically no subscribers. I have 42 subscribers for literally no reason. I don't even make content. I just exist. And I'm
I
already...
subscribe to you, Izzy.
But Izzy, I think
Thank
that's
you.
the Instagram people that are following you over.
Oh God, don't say that. There are
Yeah,
some
they're
like
just
random...
hoping for a random nip slip.
Oh, Ross. Too soon.
I'm so glad I didn't say that.
Yeah, that would be
the thing
nifty
is,
if you said it.
Yeah,
You can't say any more, Anthony, otherwise you'll be finished.
Izzy, I'm going to be only but cordial to you, don't
No,
I?
but after
Thank
Izzy
you.
talks, there must be a 5-minute period before anybody says the word nipple. Okay, can we? As a house rule,
Jesus.
I'm not very good with rules, guys. I don't know if you've noticed yet.
Oh, so edgy.
live from the bunker.
Pamphlet for 50 XP. No, I mean hitting the subscribe button on YouTube means nothing, does it? I mean, it means less. It means less than following somebody on Twitter. To me.
Yeah, I subscribe to I think 100 people or more, and I only watch about 5 people's videos.
Yeah, I'm the same. I mean, I'll watch obviously the obvious, but then I'll watch some of Sargon's content. I'll watch some of Logic's content. I'll watch Dave Rubin and stuff like that. But I mean, only people have a finite amount of time. They can't watch everybody's stuff.
What I like is that when you get
I'm
an
the
email.
opposite.
How so?
No, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm the opposite, man. I'm all YouTube, man. I'm rarely on Twitter. Even last week I've been on Twitter a lot, but yeah, I've always been YouTube. I'm like when I go to work, I'll see what's new as I'm driving. I'll plug it into Bluetooth and just listen to a couple topics or news stories, and I rarely.
So the disconnect to me there, Joe, is that you don't understand how Twitter and YouTube are connected. Because if you have a big a big Twitter following, then you can tweet a YouTube video out and get it an extra, I don't know, 200 or 300 views. If that's what you
I
want,
do that too. Yeah, of course. Yeah, every time I make a video, I tweet it out. Of course. Yeah, of course you get the.
It's all social media, isn't it? YouTube social media, Twitter social media. I mean, I never put my stuff on Facebook. Generally speaking.
I think it's where you start it. Like if you start on YouTube and you have the subscriber base, and you start Twitter later, like I did, you emphasize more on like the YouTube following. I guess if that makes sense. It's like Twitter I only have like 500, but YouTube it's a lot more, and I seem to concentrate on that aspect of, I guess if you want to call it a career or hobby. So.
Well, the thing is, I mean, it's just a case of making people aware of what you've done. That's all it is.
Social media in general.
It's not like it's not like you're shouting out going, "This is the best thing ever." But there's just all you're doing is pointing people towards it. That's all. That's all social traffic. It's just internet traffic.
It's promotional.
Well,
I see it as promotional.
You can use the word promotional, but all I see it is an internet way of pointing people towards something.
I love how Anthony got on Twitter like 2 months ago, and he's giving seminars on what the use of Twitter. It's an internet way of pointing people to other things. What you do is
it's just another platform I see as promotion.
And Anthony's just really educational.
Not really.
Joe's getting a lot of bad publicity at the minute.
Joe always gets bad publicity.
Joe?
He's getting ragged everywhere. Not ragged, but he's getting...
Joe's been ragged. Dude, Joe's been ragged ever since
was the number
Devin
2.
went on.
Yes. He's the number 2 dumb fuck of the year.
Yeah, I know, man. That's awesome. I'm actually proud of that award.
Were you number 1, Devin?
No, surprisingly, I was off the list. I got an
He was
honorable mention.
nominated.
Well, I'm number 2 because of Devin. So
Who was
Yeah.
number 1?
some creationist guy. I forget the name of.
Oh.
Cat?
Only
No, it was G-Man, I think. Again.
Oh,
Was
God.
G-Man, yeah, dude.
You
Because
won
I'm new to
behind-
Twitter, I just saw Creationist Cat's Twitter, and he types in that dumb accent.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Yeah, the
That
gibberish.
is
Oh,
the worst thing I've ever seen.
I like how you call it an accent. Cat?
I don't know what that is.
It's an insult to Izzy.
It's an affectation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's absolutely. It's unbelievable. I get an extra cringe every time he refers to himself as a comedian. It's
Oh
like,
no!
That's like
Oh,
Jimmy
yeah.
Dore. That's
What?
like Jimmy Dore.
Team Newquest, comedian.
It's
But
weird
here's-
that he doesn't understand jokes, because when Devin does a joke, it's not okay. But when he does a joke,
Well, that's what it is. Like when he criticizes other people like Devin, he backpedals when people call him out, and then he claims, "Well, I'm just a comedian. That's my scapegoat."
Do
But he
you
does.
really think that I was saying that Devin was a part of the KKK? Because no, it wasn't me. It was my cat that said it.
Oh god,
You will hear people
that's my
making that
favorite.
argument. You will hear people making that argument. It's fucking
he's just
ridiculous.
one giant groan. And the thing is, people tweet back to him like as a reply using the same text talk, whatever he does. It's the weirdest culty thing I've ever seen.
if someone talks about him as a human, he'll correct them and say, "No, I'm not a human. I'm the
That's
most
it, yeah.
chosen cat." And they're all like,
Yeah,
"Sorry, sorry."
Yeah. Fucking
Oh
incredible.
god, it's
Sorry. Oh,
it brings a
it's
tear to my
literally
eye.
like it's a bunch of children just following their really messed up dad, and it's just a car crash to watch.
Yeah.
Oh,
The highlight of my Independence Day was telling Devin Tracy what Vadim's name really was, or what his real name was. It was
Doxed.
the highlight of my year.
Wow, can't believe you went public with that.
Fuck yeah.
How did
Finally.
you find out?
I'm on his Twitter right now. and-
How did I find out? I will tell you how I found out. Right? I'll tell you all publicly.
Okay, this is
Then me.
breaking news.
Yeah. He sent me an email. He sent me an email. He didn't want to communicate on Twitter anymore. He didn't want to communicate on a direct message anymore. He wanted to send me an email and explain why he felt like he did. So he sent me an email, not from, creationistcat@gmail.com. No, he sent me it from vadimnewquist@gmail.com.
Right. And let me take over now. So what I heard, I was responding to his tweet saying I'm a KKK member, or saying I'm a racist, and I'm responding like, are you going to back that up, you little fuck, or are you just going to put out a clam like that and not defend it? And then so I'm going back and forth with him, and then Anthony, some guy I don't even know, he like tweets me or DMs me or does his internet.
No. I tweeted you. I said, Devin, can you follow me for a second? I've got some.
Oh,
info
that's
for you."
how this started. That's why
Yes.
I'm here now. Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, yeah, what's up? What do you got for me? And he's like, by the way, the guy you're talking to, his real name is Vadim Newquist. And they're like, I copied that, pasted it in the Twitter, and instantly talked to the guy. That's exactly what happened.
Why were
Yeah.
you talking to Creationist Cat?
Because he didn't want to communicate. You know, Leica, right? When he starts, back and forth on Twitter, he'll eventually go to that. I don't want to. Can I just DM you? Can I just take this away from a public sphere?
Yeah.
Yes,
Right,
no,
okay.
but the dirty little secret that Anthony doesn't want to confess to is that he was a fan of Creationist Cat, which makes
Yes.
me want to puke in my mouth.
I know.
That's weird because you're like 40 years old as well.
I know, it's weird, right? That is fucking weird. But I used to be a fan of many stupid people. I wouldn't say a fan of, but I used to watch them occasionally.
God damn it, Anthony. Will you take like a 10-hour shower, please?
Oh, dude, but this is the thing, right? This is the thing. But this goes back to me being an atheist in America.
Yeah.
And
You were just looking for atheist content. I get it.
Exactly, yeah. And that's all it was. That's all it was.
You were like a remedial atheist.
Exactly, and I've graduated to big school now.
Dude, we've graduated. We don't talk about it. And also, another thing I don't really talk about much is race anymore. I feel like I'm post-racial. Not in the way other people use that, but like I've been through it all. And like I don't know if any of you guys watched my last video or the one where I talk about why black people commit more crimes. Did I get my point
It was
across?
shit.
There's only two reasons why people could possibly commit crime. It's just I don't understand why they ask these questions thinking they're being smart.
Yeah. I'm
that
just.
Chance argument was pretty funny.
Oh, the
Well,
chance.
and
Yeah.
Well, he threw that out there.
Yeah, I saw the whole
By
thing.
chance.
It's
That guy actually responded to my response, and he was like,
Did he?
he's like, I agree with everything you're saying. He had some beef about free will with me, but aside from that, he was like, yeah, I get it.
But how can you disagree about free will when no one knows what free will is?
I think it's just a pointless conversation.
It's just like you said, it's a mental masturbation. It's not. I mean, you're never going to be able to come to a conclusion.
But the thing that I found interesting was that he would start with this like philosophical discussion about free will, but then immediately jump to why do Muslims commit acts of violence and why do blacks commit crime? Which is like, okay, wait a minute. This is not just talk about free will in a vacuum. This is let's talk about culpability. Let's talk about why people do things, and should we even blame people for why they do things? I mean, it was a shady. Yeah.
Yeah, but what you'll get there, Devin, is that you will then get the comments that, well, you do realize that you disagree with Sam Harris on free will.
Yeah, I disagree with Sam Harris on many things.
Of course, yeah, but so why do you like Sam Harris?
Because of his looks.
I know, Devin. I'm being rhetorical. I mean,
that's the vindicator route.
This is the comments that you're going to get, is what I'm saying.
Right.
People can't understand that. Well, you're a big Sam Harris fanboy, right? This is the comment that you'll get, and yet you disagree with him on free will. You disagree with him on guns. You disagree with him on this. Yeah, but I still think Sam Harris is fucking awesome.
Right.
For X, Y, and Z reason. And it's not.
But it's like in real life. You don't agree with someone on everything, but as long as you agree on certain points or the ones that matter to you, it doesn't matter.
The thing about disagreement, like I think there are certain issues where if you disagree on them, it can definitely be a deal breaker. But there are a lot of little things that obviously people will disagree on. But
I mean, even like gun control in America, right? It may as well be a small issue because it's never going to get resolved within our lifetime.
Yeah, it's not. No.
Yeah, like
I know Devin's point, and I'm very much in agreement with him. Right? Citizens should not own guns, but I know guns are fun. My wife's traveling to wherever she's going with a gun, and I'm not against it. But does that mean I'm not gonna then disagree with everything that Devin says? I mean,
no, I get you, man. Like Anthony's a friend of mine, but we disagree on stuff. Like yesterday, we were talking about age of consent, and I was like, I think it should be 18, and he was like, I'm thinking more like 14. Why would you bring that up this week? That's weird.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That was Izzy. You just made that up.
That's what happened.
Okay. I'm not an idiot, Anthony.
He's been trained. He was raised on Ricky Gervais. He knows.
That's what happened with Vindicator. He had one problem with you, and then he decided to turn it into every problem with you.
I think that's everybody.
Yeah.
What a lot of people don't understand with that guy is that me and Devin did a hangout with him back in August. We were all.
I heard that one. Friends. He was laughing at shit that he hates about you now.
Right.
I re-listened to that. It was hysterical.
Yeah, it's up on his channel, and I can still see the comments where he's in support of Devin, and then it went to the Vindicator stopped when he thought, or he came to the conclusion that Devin was somehow bullying somebody.
That's what it was.
He didn't like that. He doesn't like bullying. Right.
These people don't disagree with me about anything.
No.
Well, that's the thing about it. It's like intellectually, they don't disagree with you on the topics you bring up, but it's all about this drama. That's all they care about is bashing you and making you trying to make you irrelevant because of how they think you act in certain situations.
No, with
ridiculous.
Yeah, with Vindicator, he wants more subscribers, just like Josh does.
Yeah, exactly. You got those types of people on YouTube.
He's an ex-police officer, so I think he's trying to police the internet and say what.
He's not an ex-police officer.
Security guard, private bodyguard to Whitney Houston.
The YouTube mall cop.
Well, that's the thing with YouTube that we're starting to see is you have these smaller YouTube channels that are trying to police other people in the so-called community, and the people that are sort of successful are talking about the intellectual type of topics, shit that's damaging humanity, and we're doing that, but they don't like certain things that we say or how we handle ourselves on social media.
There's a time and a place for that. It just seems now it's petty stuff that people are calling out,
yeah, it's high school.
You said a mean word to this person. How dare you rub someone's incorrect spelling in the face? It's just...
I think a lot of it is confusion too. So here's what will happen. TJ will get up there and be like, "Oh, this guy doxed somebody." So for his hundreds of thousands of fans, all they heard is, "Oh, Devin doxes," and they're intentionally misunderstanding what doxing is.
Yep.
And the minute I explain to them that all I've ever done is reveal people's names who have talked shit and slandered me in public, then they're like, "Oh, I'm in agreement then." So this is a lot of arguments are actually not even arguments. They're just misunderstandings.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how inquiry fails in the community. It's like research it yourself. Don't believe any claim that you hear on the internet. What a lot of people do. I just find it really despicable. Like if I hear a claim, I'm gonna like I did a video against John the other day, and I listened to his claim. I'm like, this dude is batshit crazy with his fucking idea. It's like so. I'm like, I researched it, I debunked it, and I gained many subscribers from him because he didn't like the video. So it's just realize that people need to do their own research inquiry. If you think somebody that you don't like has a disingenuous claim, research it for yourself. Go look at the fucking facts. It's just that's what they're just too lazy. People are just too lazy.
If you have a disingenuous clam, you need to throw it away.
Clam. There we go. I'm sorry, I pronounced it wrong.
Can I just ask the whole group if anybody wants to jump out? I've got people wanting to come in.
I can jump out because I got to cook some dinner.
Oh, Abby.
Dinner. Okay. All right.
Thanks for stopping by, Abby.
Yeah, thank you. Aurelia.
What you cooking?
I am cooking some leftovers and also just making some vegetables and things.
Nice.
Brussels sprouts.
Goddamn hippie.
Oh, love Brussels sprouts.
Not Brussels sprouts today.
Broccoli.
Well, Abby, nice to have you, honey. Everybody subscribe to Ghost of Day in person.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We shall do this again someday.
Yes, when you've got some more time.
When I got some more time, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Ta-ra.
Thank you.
All right.
Ta-ra.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ta-ta. And yeah, we have Nick the Cop.
Nick the Cop.
We do. Nick the Cop.
Hey, what's up, Nick?
What's up,
Not working again tonight, pal?
No, I'm off. I took tonight off. I'm gonna go do things later.
What, drug deal? Or?
Oh yeah.
Now, Nick is a big fan of the Heroes of Everforge. Now, you're sitting in the room with one of the creators and founders. So if you want to chat with him, please be my guest.
Oh, big fan. I'm waiting for the beta. I'm serious. There should be a GoFundMe. I really think we should talk him into it. Tom.
Yeah. I was impressed by the
GoFundMe. Yeah, did you take that down, Devin?
No. I was ready to fund that trip out to Germany to fight Josh.
So I got to finish that pledge. I'm just going to put 50 into that.
Yeah, dude, I was ready to put 50 in it as well. So if anybody isn't aware of this, a GoFundMe was started for basically to fund Josh to fly to Germany to fight Devin.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
no, we do get 100,000 subscribers.
It made about $350 in about an hour.
Yeah, it was about an hour. So if it was to run for a couple of weeks, we would get the money.
How long is it running for?
Well, it's been taken down.
They took it down.
So I guess it was. Well, no, I think I think GoFundMe are against funding fights or something.
What a bunch of bullshit.
You can't crowdsource human cockfighting, apparently.
Do you get your money back?
Yes.
Yeah,
can we just name it something else and tweet it as the GoFundMe for the fight?
Yeah.
Well, no, you just word it differently. You just like a meeting of minds or something like that. You know, if such a thing is possible with Josh.
Meeting of the nose.
You have to get a different person to make it though, because I think non-believers' account would be blocked or something.
If this fight were to happen, can we make Josh wear a shirt?
Yes.
We don't want those titties on there.
Nick, we can make him do anything we want. As long as there's money involved.
Yeah, but he's giving us the silent treatment, so we got to wait that out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somebody that he respects told him to chill out for a bit, and I think he took heed.
No, he just crawled into a hole. That's what that was.
Has he blocked your wall? Or can you still talk to him?
I think I can. Yeah, I don't think they blocked me.
No.
I guess you wouldn't say no to the attention.
What you need to understand about Josh. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you got it. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Okay, fine, I'll take it. The thing is, what we don't understand is just how relevant it is for him to go on the Drunken Peasants and get demolished in that way and embarrassed publicly. Like, that is a catastrophic event for a young man who has idolized this guy. And he's going on there. This should be a slam dunk. You're talking to the Amazing Atheist, where you're going to vilify Devin Tracy, a guy the Amazing Atheist has spent the last 6 months doing just that. And he gets on there and he's like, yeah, Devin Tracy's an asshole, right? Can I get an amen? And teachers are like, no, fuck you. He's a nice guy. I actually talked to him.
Right.
And he was like, what? And his life crumbled before our very eyes.
This is Josh, right?
Yeah.
The funniest part is when you would pause it right with his mouth open, It's like message time.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, that was
Well,
cool.
people need to take into account, then, okay, when I was talking to him, right at the end, well, within the last 15 minutes of when I was talking to him, I was saying to him, are these the people that you want to aspire to be? Do you want to be the person that's like TJ? Do you want to be the person that's like Jacqueline or whatever? Right? It's all there on video. You can watch it yourself. And he's like, I said, well, I'll answer it for you. Yes, that's the people that you want to aspire to be. So we all already knew that he wanted to be like TJ Kirk, or he wanted to be the next whatever, the next skeptic, armored skeptic or whatever. He'd been publicly shamed by the people, by like who was it? It was Vito that said it on a Hangout. He said, "This is like meeting your superhero. It's like Superman becomes real, okay." And Superman's always been your hero in the comic books, and you suddenly find out Superman is actually a real person, and you get to meet him, and he thinks you're a cunt. He thinks you're an absolute fucking wanker, right?
I mean,
sorry.
You got it.
Have you seen Incredibles, where the kid finally meets his hero? I think that was the moment. Yeah, Incrediboy.
That's right.
I think Incrediman just hates him.
Yeah.
That type of moment.
That is it. And that is it. And that is exactly it. This guy. Go ahead.
You would think that Josh would have used this opportunity to like change the subject a little bit and just do anything he wanted with it, like he wanted to from the beginning before he ever ran into you guys. Like
Billy, I tried that. I mean, that was something that Devin wasn't interested in talking to him about, obviously, because it was the first time he'd ever spoken to this guy. But when I spoke to him, I knew that Devin had already spoke to him, right? And I didn't know Devin at the time, right? Really. I mean, I'd given him the Vadim Newquist information, obviously. But that was it, right? And I said to Devin, I says, I've publicly challenged this guy. And I remember the little back and forth I had with Devin at the time. He's like, fuck yeah, wreck him. Right? So I got over this guy, and I was just it's easy as fuck. I mean, to demolish this guy is not difficult at all. Great. I mean, he's just a nobody. And go ahead.
No, I was going to say that the best part of that video, I was watching Devin's video, of course, I don't watch the original, but I think it was towards the end, correct me if I'm wrong, where TJ asked him, well, anything else you got to say? And he was just like, there was like a silence for like 10 seconds.
He started reading his notes.
And he's like, he's looking over his quotes and his fucking script. He's like,
someone made a face. Oh,
dude, wasn't it just before that he struggles so much with the concept that Devin will block you if you are disrespectful and if you just go right at the throat with a fucking anime avatar.
Oh, yeah.
But then at the same time, people that have actually interacted with him, even with dissenting opinions, they're able to communicate, and you just can't bridge those two statements. Like, what do you mean he's actually approachable yet he's capable of blocking? This is nonsense.
Yeah, with all.
When he laid it out to TJ, and it's the second time he's blue screened. It's classic.
Yeah, the meme and everything was fantastic, right? The meme and the pamphlets and all that was really good. Right, that was fantastic.
Josh could make the fun of drunken peasants funny. Like that's
But when TJ said, when Josh read out the same and he babbled it all out that Devin can be really approachable. And what's your response to that? And TJ goes, yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Josh is just stood there like
again.
Oh yeah, just fucking read error, man. He just went into like a full lockup.
Yeah, red
vapor lock.
What is your criticism to my criticism?
Yeah, that was great, dude. That was funny as shit.
Who's on first?
Maybe I need to give you a pamphlet about this because there's something you're not getting.
I think the only time I ever laughed at TJ is whenever he said that Inception quote right after that. Is this some kind of Inception dealing with the criticisms? That was actually a good one. I can give him that one.
What was the one word that he butchered? It was in your video, Devin.
Mem?
No.
Deterring.
Deterring, that's it, yeah. I don't know how TJ didn't pick up on that one or anybody. I was like,
you mean like
I missed that. Somebody needs to type that out.
What was he trying to say?
Deterring
or deteriorating, I think.
But he was using it in the wrong way anyway.
So he was saying that Yeah, he was saying that he wants to deter people away from his channel.
Deter
Wait,
is that
I
word?
can't even
Okay.
track
But
this. What the hell?
I was
was a
trying to think of
verb
the
that was
context.
not-
I'm like, what's he saying?
Yeah.
What's the
The
context?
good
It
rule
was a
is
verb
like,
that was never used in that situation ever. I've
Yeah.
never heard somebody say
don't
that.
say words you don't know how to pronounce is always
Yeah.
good life advice.
Exactly. Look at Izzy dropping wisdom.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
If
so
you're
There you
true.
go. There's a little wisdom.
if you are 50-50 on a word, that is
Don't
not
say
the
it.
time to unleash it. No.
No.
No,
Say
I'm the
between
same
you
way,
and your
dude.
girlfriend, or you and your boyfriend, just say that. And then your boyfriend or girlfriend will go, what the fuck did you say?
Yeah.
You sounded like a dick.
Like, test it out like on a local level, and like for a word to get into your speaking vocabulary, it's got to earn the right. You got to be solid on it. You know.
But you can literally just Google the word and it'll tell you how to pronounce it. How
Yeah.
hard
no,
is
no,
it?
no. That's never going to happen with Josh. He
It-
doesn't trust. He doesn't
Yeah,
trust the red squiggly underline.
No, but his problem with that is the Dunning-Kruger effect, because he doesn't know that he's wrong.
Yeah.
He doesn't
know
he's
that
not
he's
aware.
dumb. He doesn't know
It's
that
like,
he's dumb.
for example, if he knew that claim was not spelled as clam, he would fix it. But he doesn't know that. So we're dealing with a guy who's like,
And this was only 12 months
oblivious.
ago, by the way. This was only 12 months ago. This is not like, we haven't dug back 5 years into his Twitter. This is last year. This is 2015. January 2015.
The funny thing about that is, like, I don't know how someone that makes a video doesn't research the words or the verbiage that they're coming up with, you know, especially him when he writes his scripts, you know. I'm like, if I think that I'm using a word wrong, I'll look it up. I'm like, oh, I think the definition is this, and I do that once in a while, I do. And another thing is, what my ex-roommate used to do, my friend Bill, very amazing with his vocabulary. He used to have a dictionary next to his bedside, and what he used to do is he used to flip it open and used to look at, like, the big words that he didn't know what they meant. So what he would do is read the definition, understand the definition, and he would try to use that word the next day 3 times a day. So the next day he would try to use that word 3 times in conversation. People are like, well, what's that? What's that word you just used? And it expanded his vocabulary, and it's like something I've been trying to do in the last 10 years. Like, you know, I'll read over my dictionary and say, oh, yeah, that's cool. And you try to expand your vocabulary, you know, and it's Josh's.
I think that's a little bit cunty too, though. People that try to use these words to try to get like credit for, and that's a criticism.
No,
of
it's not
pigeons.
like that. It's just to expand his vocabulary, and because he writes books and stuff like that, and you know, that's something he liked doing. That's just one of his hobbies he liked doing. And the guy has a massive vocabulary.
Well, dude, Hitchens would use 5 words in one sentence that I didn't understand any of them.
You're 100% right. Oh, to this day, I still listen to Hitchens, and I'm like, okay, I got to look that word up. What did he say? It's like, you have to. It's like, to understand the context. You're like, oh, okay. Makes sense now.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, but I mean, there's more to the world than Josh. I mean, he is one of the major problems on the horizon, but, you know, he's comic relief. There's other issues that are of more significance, so, I mean...
I don't think he understands that he's being taken the piss out of. I think he sees these as actual, like, malicious attacks on him.
These are real debates.
We're just having, like, fun with the guy.
Yeah. I mean, I found it especially priceless. I mentioned it in the video, but when he started bitching and playing the victim of, have you seen what they did to Google? And if you search for my image, there's Nazi flags all over the place.
Yeah,
like,
that's
I cannot
hilarious.
believe he omitted mentioning why that's the case.
Yeah, there's only like there's not many people that know the entire story, or get confused with the entire story.
I'm not sure I know the entire story.
Oh, I know the entire story, completely from scratch.
Enlighten me.
Tell Izzy the story.
So Izzy, Devon made a video about Jacqueline Glenn, saying why she was fucking stupid about the Charleston shooting and why she was being racist.
Is this xylophone one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then she went to the Drunken Peasants, or to TJ, and said, Devon's calling me a racist. Right?
No, but actually, first of all, it was all of my flying monkeys that were tweeting it at Jacqueline that made her like even become aware of it. Because and so it was like, God, everybody's talking about this guy destroyed me in a video? What is this? Let me get back at him by going to my popular friend.
So she went on the Drunken Peasants. The Drunken Peasants, or TJ, said that Devon was a racist.
That
kicked off from there, yes. And then
I remember that.
Right. And at this point, I was heavily involved in all this, right, which was amazing and weird. And then Devon made a response video, and then the Drunken Peasants responded to that video, I believe, on a podcast.
Yeah, I've seen all the videos. I just didn't know there was a big backstory behind it.
It just all went stupid. But at the end of the day, Devon's right and they're wrong.
It was a mess, but what happened was all of their fans decided, hey, you know what? I'll make a video saying this guy's a racist. Fuck this guy. He's the bad guy. So it was like Creation's Cat would come out with one, and just Josh Banco, like random people.
So then Josh Banco made a video saying American history spank something, basically like an attack video on Devon. And Josh tweeted, or Devon became aware of this video, challenged Josh to a live debate. Josh accepted, stupidly.
His mistake.
Yeah, got absolutely nuked on the Hangout. Right. Then it all sort of went flat a little bit, somewhat. Creation's Cat was still trying to get involved. And then I said and then I tweeted Josh and said, if you want to chat with me, I'll face up to you. Then I did the Hangout with him, right? And as we were doing the Hangout, the Drunken Peasants and TJ and stuff like that were in the Hangout. Right?
Oh.
Which a lot of people don't realize, of course, because you're watching it back. But they were in the live chat at the time, right? Which is why I said to Josh right at the end of that thing, you do realize who's in this chat right now, right? All the people that you're aspiring to are in this chat. And he got completely distracted right at the end because he realized that TJ Kirk and the Drunken Peasants or whatever were in this chat, and they were responding to people. And that original video that he did on his channel got I don't know how many views it's got now. It probably diverted a lot of its traffic, but it's upwards to 7,000 views. Just one stupid little talk that I had with some fucking nobody. I was a nobody, he was a nobody. So two nobodies talking together got 7,000 views.
It's retarded. Okay, the whole thing, it's not
completely,
that
absolutely.
But the funny thing about it is that Josh took this new attention as some sort of badge of honor. And he's like, oh my God, I've done something with my life. This is going to promote my channel, and this is, oh my God, my TJ noticed me. Oh, this is fantastic. So he decided, let me ride this horse just into the gutter. I mean, he just went and tried his best to dismantle me, and it failed. Because the difference between me is I'm not scared to punch down. So I'll do 10 videos reacting to TJ, the most popular atheist ever. I'll do 5 videos reacting to Creation's Cat, another popular figure. But then I'll also do response videos and talk to some nobody, an absolute nobody. By the way,
Devon, at the end of the day, you don't respond to your critics. So
right. Exactly. I respond to everyone. But the thing is, Josh, in that video, the thumbnail is me with a swastika. He then would tweet out pictures of me from my college graduation wearing a swastika, and then this is the same guy that bitches about me returning the favor and just doing it better.
And this is the guy that started that. Yeah. He started that. He made that one attack video basically saying that Devon was a neo-Nazi, and then he also released then a meme with a swastika on Devon's neck, which was a publicly available picture of Devon in black and white, and he put the swastika on his neck. Right at first, Devon would have never done anything like that whatsoever. He would have never done anything like that. But because Josh made the mistake of putting a swastika on Devon's neck, that is now why, when you search Joshua John Banco on Google, everything is swastikas.
It all makes sense now.
So does that make sense?
Yeah, but you decided to fight a graphics effects artist.
Yeah, he made the mistake of trying to attack somebody who is a million times more intelligent than he is.
And popular.
I might add to this. I might go make my own now.
I was explaining that to people just earlier today, that it's like he's only salty because he got the worst of the exchange. That's the only reason this is an issue.
Absolutely, yeah.
It has nothing to do with the tactics employed or the principle of anything. It's
completely
just
Ross. Yeah.
He came out worse for wear, and so he's upset.
Yeah. Public service information. Don't fuck with Devon Tracy, because he will fuck you over.
The guy who did the criticism of me with those kangaroos fighting in the street, his response to my response, he said, so Devon, I'm about to tell you something, and I'm a little bit nervous about saying it because everybody else who said you're wrong on something have been embarrassed and shamed and proven to be actually wrong in the end. But I think you're wrong about free will, and he had some, little something to say.
Oh, free will, shmee will. Yeah, I mean, you could argue free will. I mean, that is an arguable concept, I guess, but it's pointless.
It is pointless, but here's the thing about free will, and I think there's a lot of confusion. I don't think people are agreeing on what they mean by free and what they mean by will.
Right.
So it's sort of a clusterfuck from the get-go, and it's actually just people talking past each other.
What's your take on... Sorry. No, go ahead.
So at the most basic form, I would just say it was the ability to make your own decisions without outside influence.
It just depends on what level you want to talk. If you want to talk on the nano level, and if you want to get into like synapses and chemistry, then you're a dork and a geek, and nobody really cares what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like I kind of pulled a face and shook my head. Then it's like, you know, when you said what you did there, like I was like, yeah, well, yeah. But then who cares?
No, like it gets it. I mean,
cares. No, yeah,
like,
yeah. Of course,
I think it's overthought quite too much.
Yes.
If I'm out having, go ahead.
If there's no correct answer, there's no point arguing about it. If literally nobody knows the answer.
Well, no, it's still because it can still be an interesting.
Oh yeah, but I mean, there's no point bringing it up in an argument because that's just going to lead you in a circle.
Well, not in an argument. Yeah. Well, it's never going to be an argument. Yeah. I'm sorry, Leica, go ahead.
The way he was trying to use it to say you couldn't condemn a criminal because they didn't really have a choice.
Exactly.
I think Christopher Hitchens said it the best when it comes to free will. Somebody asked him in a debate, like, you know, do you think you have free will? And Christopher Hitchens basically said, yes, I have free will. I have no choice but to have it. And I think that's short.
But it's like, look, if I'm out having breakfast with Sam Harris and I go, Sam, what do you want for breakfast? You want the pancakes? You want the omelet? And he goes, it's not for me to say. I want what I want for a variety of reasons. It's like, Sam, you're being a dick. Just tell me what you want.
Yeah. But I could say the omelet, but is that just my brain thinking?
Yeah, it's kind of a predetermined thing. I don't know. Chemically, I'm leaning toward the eggs.
Yes.
What if you make a decision to flip a coin and decide on pancakes versus eggs that way?
Yeah, it's like this whole random chance thing. It reminds me of what's that Jew from Jurassic Park where he's talking about anarchy, chaos?
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum. Is that not his official name?
That is, isn't it?
Yeah, he was talking about chaos theory or something like that. And it's like, oh God, give me a break. You know, these people
Nature
get on the.
finds a way.
People say things.
Yeah, it's just that is
smart.
intellectual masturbation. Yeah,
people
it's
think
intellectual masturbation.
Correct. You said that twice. Now, people think that it sounds smart to say, there's no such thing as free will. Just like they'll say, causation is not, or correlation is not causation. Ha ha! I said something smart.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you didn't.
It's just you that says smart things, then. Apparently.
We can only aspire.
Well, no, yeah, and that's the thing, right? We're not all as intelligent as everybody else, and that is a massive realization for some people.
I got a question for you guys real quick. Have you noticed a lot of these YouTubers that make videos, the ones that are in disagreement, I guess, for the most part when it comes to, you know, certain topics and issues, especially Islam, or even, say, rape crime statistics or black crime, that they try to use logical fallacies to try to debunk your claim and never tell you why it's wrong.
The counterclaim.
I've noticed that so much, man.
It's because
you're like, straw man. Well, why is it a straw man? Why? And they never reply why it is. It's like,
why
it's
bother
like
explaining your arguments?
Like they try to act intellectual, like, oh, logical fallacy. It's like,
sounds like the outspoken
They watch the Atheist Experience a lot.
If you're arguing against someone that's right, there's nothing that they can say that isn't a fallacy.
Yeah, everything could be.
Yeah, if you really want to pick apart an argument, yeah, of course you probably could come up with some kind of fallacy, maybe, but it's just irrelevant. I'm like, okay, well, why then? Why is what I'm saying a logical fallacy?
There's a fallacy.
When you ask that, they're just.
It's because they learned that word a few days ago, and they want to throw it out there.
Exactly that point.
Here's the thing, Joe. A lot of people want to be right, and this might sound hypocritical coming from me, who's like notoriously always thinks he's right. But
that's because you are right.
That happens to be. It's a really awkward fact. It really is awkward. But people want to be right. They want the brownie points. They want the self-esteem boost. They just want to establish like superiority over anybody intellectually at any point of their life.
It's exactly what it is. Yep.
What you had was an influx of atheists who were kind of dorky, sort of regressives, but they're like, ooh, I got a one-up on a huge segment of the world, and it's that I know there's no God, and these people are idiots, therefore I am smarter than them, and let me just bathe in that knowledge for a few, good 10 years. Let me just, let them
fucking
know
nail on the
I'm
head,
smart and right on this issue.
So,
Have you ever
it's such a
had
nail on the
sorry.
head because these. I'm sorry,
It's okay.
I'm sorry. It's just you're 100% right because when it comes to Christianity, that's what a lot of the atheist community has been talking about for many years. Now we see like other issues arising, like Islam, Muslims, and like when Devin brings up certain topics that really don't pertain to atheism, you got these people that are so defensive and so angry. And then you're really dividing that demographic up when it comes to other issues, and they half are pissed, half agree, and it's just that's where it's at right now.
Look,
Right on that.
you
They're
know-
comfortable in their bubble of Christianity and criticizing Christianity.
Yes.
Outside that fucking bubble, they're fucking stupid. They're
It's
not
possibly as well
being
they don't
rational.
know what they're talking about outside of Christianity because it's not like they're apostates. It's not like they've ever been to these countries and actually seen what they're like.
Exactly. Bingo. They're comfortable in their city, like John the Other in Vancouver, where there's 90,000 Muslims, where mostly second, third generation. It's not an issue there. So if it's not an issue there, it's probably not an issue in the world. And that's what you see nowadays. It's just so bullshit that people can't really filter or even look outside or abroad on what's happening in other countries. And it's just ridiculous.
Can I just put in real quick? We've got Robin the Broadsword.
Oh, broadsword. Yes, I see him.
What's up?
Hello.
Hello. Where's your broadsword, pal?
How is things? How are things in the north?
Just a sec. Stop it.
Guys, I'm gonna
Is he
jump
talking
out.
to himself?
See you later, Billy.
All right.
All right, Billy.
Good night, guys.
See you
Thanks.
later.
Is Broadsword another Englishman?
Yes. Yes. Hello, Robin.
Anthony, he believes in that, keeping it within the family. It's always
I'm
English.
trying, man. I'm trying. Robin, what's going on,
Yes.
pal?
Not a lot.
Dead air.
So interesting. I'm glad I know so much about you.
I don't know. It's weird, isn't it, right, Robin? Right, because you're talking to 150 odd people.
Nah,
As
don't
opposed
worry
to just
about it.
me.
Oh,
and
it's the pressure now.
Just say something. Just say something in English.
Say anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
I'll fucking kill you.
Oh
Anything you
God.
want.
Oh,
You have a lot going
No.
for you.
He's gone. Right. Robin, I'm going to eject you, pal.
Kill him.
God, that
Robin, who
de-escalated.
are you
quickly.
yelling at? Who are you
Kill off
yelling
the
at? You
weak.
said drop it. Who are you yelling drop it at?
Yes. Nick.
Is he okay?
Is
He just ignored the commandment of a cop.
I know.
That's a violation.
Robin, are you still there, pal?
Yeah,
I
can you
don't-
hear me?
Yes, mate.
Sometimes.
All right. So this is Robin, who was in a hangout with us maybe a couple of months ago, Devon.
He is there.
Was it New Year's Day? Yeah, he was on the Hootenannies hangout, and I love that name. And you dropped in really late with a bare chest and a sword, I believe. Sorry.
I started off with a shades taking the piss out of Josh.
Right.
You from Nottingham?
Nah, me.
I don't like it trying to dox him.
Oh,
immediately.
dogs.
Are you from Nottingham?
Get this
Fuck
dog.
you, cunt. I hate fucking Nottingham people.
His name's Robin. He could have been Robin of Nottingham.
The thing is, Robin he doesn't have to say much. He's a man's man. And we appreciate that nowadays. And we're surrounded by so many just
People
weaklings
who
and
want
wimps
to
and cowards.
say things. That's the thing, Devon.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Just people who just want to say, people who want to say things, and people who think that they deserve to be heard.
Here's the thing. I want to make a point before I lose track of my thought. A lot of people like to beat their chest when they get up and say something, and they're like, "Oh, I was right. You see, everybody noticed me. I was right." But most of what we do online, you shouldn't be that proud about. For starters, being an atheist, you really do not deserve to be patted on the back for that. But most of what we do online is damage control for all the stupid shit other people are saying. So there's a very distinct line between people who are shaming others and pointing out why others are wrong, and people that are pushing new ideas out there. That's why when you talk about authors like Hitchens or Dawkins or Harris and these guys, they are wildly different than everybody on YouTube for the most part. These are guys who are like actually innovating and being creative and actually, they're unique and they're pushing the conversation forward, whereas everybody else is just backpedaling.
Yeah, we're just like literally parroting their thoughts. That's what we're doing.
And it's us.
I mean,
it's almost
honest.
plagiarism, really, because we're not giving credit half the time.
Yeah. And they push the envelope. They want to discuss things and go against the grain that many people would disagree with.
Yeah.
That we need to talk about.
Every time I've had a Sam Harris mental orgasm when I'm listening to him talk, it's because he said something new that I've never considered before.
Devin,
it's never that. Yeah.
Sell Sam Harris to me. Tell me something that would make me interested in a book or something.
Have you
it's
not?
Gross and it's racist.
Have you never heard Sam Harris before?
It's just that I've done most of the stuff that he's done. So I've done philosophy, and I've been a Muslim, so I already know most of the stuff that he's talking about.
Okay, well, how about his new book on artificial intelligence and the threat it poses?
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
It's an interesting concept. You like sci-fi stuff, don't you?
So that would be nothing to do with religion. That's a whole new...
But that's a boring thing, unless you want to go over his arguments, which are...
No, I do like the philosophy of artificial intelligence. Really interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think will destroy us first, the Muslim uprising or the robot uprising?
The Muslim robots is the obvious answer.
It'll be Muslim robots, exactly. They'll start coding that shit up.
Yeah. The Muslims of Everforge.
I haven't read in his new book, but I heard him talking, I think it was a podcast, where Sam Harris was going over kind of the dilemma of who's going to program self-driving cars, for example. Does that get covered in his book? Is that like a snippet?
Yeah, for sure. He'll go over that, and he'll bring up all of his analogies. And he also wrote a book.
Sorry.
How good of which philosophy?
How good of a philosopher is he? Sorry.
Oh, I think he's pretty good. He considers himself a philosopher above everything else. Although, I don't know how do you rate philosophers exactly.
Profoundness, I think.
He's a 9 out of 10.
Concept pushes.
He's got what I call Miyagi syndrome. He fights. I hear that he does I think it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He owns guns. He shoots guns. He's kind of conflicted about it, kind of like I am. But he's so pacifist and not pacifist, but he's stoic. He's very stoic when he talks, and it's so funny because people can talk mad shit about him, and he will come back as calm as Miyagi. And
not lately, though.
Just
I've seen him get a lot more angry lately.
Has he?
Yeah, that shtick worked for a while, but it's starting to wear him out.
No,
well, good. I want to see him get tough on shit.
Well, people tell him that. I mean, he's not immune to hearing what people are saying, and they'll be like, dude, act more like Hitchens or Douglas Murray. Set yourself on fire, Sam. We want to see you go. And
sorry, go on.
No. You got it.
The show Al Kalinske, where I think Noam Chomsky had said something. Was it C.J. Wollerman had said something bad about Sam Harris? So Sam Harris is doing damage control, and he's just like, fucking asshole, and he's saying just swear words, and it seems so weird because he doesn't normally do that.
I
It's
love
like
that.
listening to a child swear. It's great.
It's a great video.
Who, Kyle did that?
Sam, while talking to Kyle, dropped about 10
Kyle
F-bombs.
Kalinske.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
the
just
thing is,
telling chat that he fucked Kyle live on air. I mean, that was bad. He took control of that fucking show.
That's where the crumb of
link me
truth
on that
came
one?
from, and that's where the training wheels meme came from. Sorry, mem.
Right, okay. Yeah, of course, when he was talking to Sam, yes.
Yeah. The other thing about Sam is, I think he's a great mind. He's got a beautiful mind. I mean, that guy is a once-in-a-lifetime type of guy. But he wrote a book about lying, a short book where he talks about the importance of not lying and how corrosive and damaging just lying, just simple white lies, and having that as your policy in life, how that can be. And that's why he is so infuriated, because he's surrounded by flat-out liars.
Yeah.
This is a guy who's like
who
so
will then
perturbed.
lie about him.
Yes, they're lying about their lies. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's what gets under his skin. But he's very zen and he can get over it.
Yeah, he's very perturbed about him being misrepresented.
But the thing is, a lot of us,
absolutely understandable.
A lot of us, myself included, don't want him to be zen. That's what we miss about Hitchens. We miss a guy to flame people. And that's why I think some people get off on some of my videos, because I can sometimes tap into that, the non-believer rage, where he's just yelling at Josh Banko, fuck off the internet.
Sam, sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
I've spoken enough, go on, it's fine.
Like you haven't spoken.
No, you haven't spoken.
So anyway, when I was 5, this thing happened. It's fine.
I think Sam does really get to the point. He's just not as vocal or as extreme, if lack of a better word, than Hitchens was. You know what I mean? I think he really does tell it how it is. He's right straight to the point, but he's not as vocal.
I wasn't
very
even
calm demeanor. So
I wasn't even aware of some I'm sorry, Christopher Hitchens until I moved to America.
No.
I didn't even know about him.
Hitchens.
I didn't know about him because it was in a circle that I had no interest in.
Well,
because living in England, you're just not. I'm sorry. Good.
No, yeah. I'm sorry. I just barged in like a fucking wrecking ball. Here's my point. A little observation about the new atheists and our founding fathers, the four men. Here's the problem with them. A few years have passed. The smoke has cleared. Christopher Hitchens is dead. No. The problem with these four people, three now, is that none of them give a shit about atheism or want to lead a movement. Yeah. Sam Harris doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want the word atheism to be a word. Daniel Dennett is like living in a log cabin somewhere. I've never heard the guy speak in public.
Yeah.
And Richard Dawkins is like tweeting and dorking out about his biology all the time. These guys are not leaders of a movement, and we want them to be, and so we are desperate to look for people to take over that position.
So do you see yourself as that person?
Yeah, what are we going to do?
No. See, I'm bored to death. I run an atheism channel, and I don't talk about atheism.
No, Devin. We're all looking at you.
Yep, Devin's subconsciously signed up for this.
I mean,
do we need a leader or not believe him?
I am joking to a massive degree, but there are a lot of people that are looking towards Devin and Tracy.
No, and it's crazy because I will get an email from a guy. Like I got an email today from an ex-Muslim who's like, "Man, I've been watching your videos and it really helped me, and you're the only guy that's talking about Islam. This is great." And I'm like, I feel bad. I'm like, I'm sitting here dicking around about Josh Banko's nose. It's like, what the fuck? And these guys are like,
it needs that. We need that though. We need
there
that
are important issues that.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
If you came to YouTube, sorry. If you came to
So sorry.
If you came to YouTube instead of an atheist and someone like Stefan Molyneux, is it?
Stefan.
And Paul Joseph Watson, I think you'd be a lot bigger now. Because you're saying what those big channels say.
Yeah, now they're saying it. Devin was saying it like 6 months ago. And that's the thing, but Devin doesn't give a shit.
Well, here's the thing. As far as atheism goes, I think the podcasts are doing a good job, like mopping that situation up. So, like Scathing Atheist, Cognitive Dissonance, and there's a bunch of others.
Hey, Devin, not just us, not just them, pal. We're doing it too.
Yeah, don't forget us.
Don't forget the guests.
But you're saying like, I mean, I don't know how many views those people get. I don't know how many people are watching that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm as funny or as interesting or anything like that. But, dude, we get a lot of fucking views, dude.
I made my Christianity and morality and the Christian God.
And Christian God. Yeah.
Yeah, that was that. I did my part, but like, I think they say the internet is where religion came to die. More specifically, it's actually more like YouTube is where Christianity came to die.
Yeah.
It's not Islam. Islam's not dead and it's not dying. That's the next. That's why we're trying to work on that.
Yeah. So that's and that's what I was talking to about people. I was saying to you, Devin, before we went on air. I was talking to two people that are my employees basically, and one of them was an atheist. One of them was like I guess an agnostic. I said, well, sub to this atheism is unstoppable channel and see what you think, and just make your own mind up. And that is the kind of trickle effect that you need. It's not.
I make mashups.
Well, yeah, I also got him to subscribe to Tracy Remix as well.
There you go. Now, let me ask a question to Nick. Nick, yesterday, how many unarmed black men did you kill for no reason whatsoever?
None this week at all.
Really?
Still a cop.
The whole
pitching a shutout.
Is that a personal record, or what's going on?
Yeah.
Itching trigger finger.
Yeah. I don't know how to respond to that. Yeah,
no,
like
it's awesome. It's just funny to me that you have like a legitimate job.
Just say that you killed people. I mean, it'll end the conversation.
I have killed
4 black people.
I have killed person.
Can you show us again?
Hold on. Is that true?
Yeah.
You killed a guy?
Yeah. Not going to talk about it.
Wow.
Yeah, something you want to talk about.
Wait a minute, he's not going to talk about it now. Let's let a couple more beers flow through him.
But why did you tell us and then say you wouldn't do it?
The question was raised.
Here's something I'm not going to talk about. My third nipple. Don't ask about it.
I'd like to backtrack just a little bit. on atheist, outspoken atheist, popular atheist. I think David Silverman with his new book
What's it called?
is doing a good job. He's not doing too bad, but he's basically stuck to atheism in America. I interviewed him 4 times, and he's going to be our next guest on the show, talking about his new book. Oh shit, sorry. And I think Peter Boghossian too. He's a pretty decent guy. He came out with a book, Manual for Creating Atheist. Have you read that book?
No.
It's a pretty good fucking book, man.
I'm unaware of
straight epistemology and stuff like that. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I give it up for anybody who's willing to try to convince people to not be religious. I mean, if you think that's a good use of your time, I applaud you. But it's not me.
Did anybody read the new book by Sam Harris and Majid Nawaz? Islam and the Future of Tolerance.
Man, I got to get done with the Silverman book first.
Oh, yeah, you got to do Silverman. It's a really good book. It's basically a dialogue between Sam Harris and Majid Nawaz, so it's really good, man. I got the audio book. I just got done it 2 weeks ago. It's really good.
Oh, that sounds like an eargasm.
Well, I think I might try to,
because they both narrate it, which is really good.
Yeah. I'm keeping my eye on Majid. He blocked me on my old Twitter, but now I'm on a new Twitter and I follow him, and I have a chance to drop a couple bombs on him.
Dev, I think if you really, either read the book or listen to it on audiobook, I think he's pretty good, man. He comes up with some good thoughts about Islam.
Yeah, no,
really
I know he's good. Here's the thing. I'm not like let's all get along guy. So I'm not even happy with the moderate Muslim who agrees with me on every sort of moral question.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is some moral questions we do disagree on, because if you're following the Quran and Muhammad, I got some moral issues with you.
Well, he likes going to strip clubs, so.
And I agree with him on that. So, like, but like,
and
I agree. So I guess it's lowered expectations just for Muslims in general for me to be super happy about Majid Nawaz not blowing people up.
Majid Nawaz, though, is I just can't be on his side. I don't think what he's doing is possible. I think it's a lost cause.
Yeah, the Reformation topic. I don't know. I'm really on the fence about that.
Well, look, it's a net good. It's good that we have guys like him, but definitely we shouldn't stop the fuck Islam movement and the people that say there is no God.
The fuck Islam movement is going to win.
Oh, of course it will.
Until Saudi gets a hold of it.
Well, the thing is, here's the beauty of it. The fuck Islam movement, which I just coined, that's beautiful movement. I'm not sure if it has sticking power, but that movement is different than the there is no God, people wake the fuck up movement, which is what atheists are. I mean, because look, there are Christians who are like, fuck Islam, we agree, we're totally agreeing. The Jews, they're more than happy to say fuck Islam. And many of those people believe in God. So we are trying to do a couple different battles at the same time.
My perspective on the whole thing is we seen what happened in, I think it was the 13th century with the Reformation of Catholicism, right? And we seen that has helped, all right? We don't see the atrocities that are being done by Islam right now. And I think you got to take things in strides. Now, will the world be a better place without religion? Of course. I think you just got to take it in strides, and it's like you're never going to abolish religion right away, even though we are speaking against it. But I think you got to take things in strides, and I think Islam, they really need to reform the faith, where there's less atrocities. But I think eventually, well beyond, when we die, maybe another 200-300 years, I think it's going to be a lot better, and I think religion is not going to be an issue in future centuries. And we see what's happening in America with the declining numbers in faith. When it comes to Christianity, that's evident.
We're happy with the progress we're making.
It's a gradual process. You have to take what you get.
We will win eventually.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. That's what I was going to ask. Do you think Majid Nawaz is like the best first step in the grand scheme of things?
I seriously, and people are going to hate me for saying this. Yeah, I think it is. I think he is.
I think that
he's reaching out there, to the moderates. Sorry, like a god. But I think he's reaching out to those demographics that should rethink.
He's not listened to by Muslims.
The radicalism.
He's hated by Muslims, so no one's even listening to him in the first place. What he's doing seems completely irrelevant because Majid Nawaz versus Muhammad.
Majid Nawaz.
True. It's a good point, but I think people are listening to him. I've read a couple of his articles where he has stated many people have changed their views, especially when it comes to radical Islam.
Majid Nawaz is the equivalent of a cigarette with a filter and a low tar levels. That's what he is.
Low retard level, you mean?
Yeah, he's damn near a vape. Now I have a problem with people who vape because I think they look like idiots and it shows weakness. But if you're at least vaping, like you're not as bad as the guy who's full on 10 packs a day guy who's trying to get cancer.
So Majid Nawaz is like Muslim light.
Yeah, he's diet Muslim. Right. That's right.
Where would you classify weed?
I have no problems with weed. But all it is you have to be able to calibrate the threat of problems. This should be a basic skill for all humans.
Absolutely,
it's common sense. So if you can't figure out that Islam is a bigger threat than Christianity at this point in history, then you're a Mongoloid.